This is The Gorge. It's a podcast where my friends and I gorge ourselves on what's happening in the world of video games and entertainment.
The Gorge is brought to you by Patreon. It's been a minute since I've done this intro. The Gorge is brought to you by Patreon. That's patreon.com/thegorge, where for just $3 a month, you gain access to all of our bonus content that we have ever done. We are coming up on the 10-year anniversary of this podcast. There's a lot of bonus content. And $3 will get you all of it to your heart's content. Patreon.com/thegorge. It also gets you early access to our TTRPG series, the reboot, which is very good and we like it a lot. Also pictures of Peanut. The most important thing is that it gets you pictures of the podcast mascot, Peanut the dog.
And if for that upcoming 10th anniversary, the fans have been clamoring for it, so I'm pleased to announce that the other three will be putting me in salacious cosplays. And those photographs will be going up on the on the Patreon and nowhere else.
And nowhere else. Congratulations. We're just gonna make Saturn show some leg. They're 6'3". There's a lot of leg to show.
That's right.
So
I had the realization while we were doing of the devil thing. It's like, wait a minute. Not only do I have that beauty mark on the same side on the same part of my face exactly where Sosuke's is, I'm also literally within a centimeter the same height as Sosuke.
That's right. So you too can also charm adorable robot girls, Saturn.
That's right.
Look, I'm all I'm saying is if you are someone, Mireille, I know you're out there. My DMs are open for you and for no one else.
If you are a 30 to 40-year-old mother who's kind of cool and ice cold as well, two different things, Saturn is available and their DMs are open.
She's like a mother figure to my best friend and also like a sister figure to me.
That's right.
Ben,
what are we doing? What is this episode?
This is just a regular good old roundup. We're just talking about stuff that's been happening to us.
Wow. So I did check because I was deathly curious. We haven't done one of these in about 3 months.
Yeah,
really?
because we kind of impromptu took February off.
Right.
January was dominated entirely by the Gorgies.
True.
Our last real episode was proximal to Christmas.
Yeah, because we did the Christmas Chillcast before that.
Yes.
And so it has been a hot minute since we
video game news got kind of depressing for a while there, and it's still kind of depressing, but hopefully we found good stories. The Crafton story is the big one that I want to laugh about.
Don't worry. There's a good mix of some good shit, some bad shit, and some funny shit.
Oh, good.
The good,
we're
the
back.
bad, and the ugly.
But first we got to talk about what we've been doing, and I've been sitting on this for a while, and this is also going to be a full episode, so I don't intend to spend 3.5 hours of this roundup talking about it, but I beat Fallout New Vegas.
Yay!
In the time since we did our last roundup, and I'll be real, I condensed all of it into like a month and a half. It's been crazy. But since the Christmas episode, we watched all of the Fallout show, and it lit a fire in my soul that could not be quenched. And Fallout 4 is still a nightmare to mod most days. So I was like, fuck it, we're playing New Vegas. Which is what happened. I played New Vegas. I have never played all of New Vegas to completion. I played New Vegas when it came out. I did not play a lot of New Vegas, right? I did functionally everything in Fallout New Vegas, save for clearing out Vault 19 and a handful of little baby side quests, and that is truly it. I think I did everything you can do in Fallout New Vegas.
I was gonna say, I think you mentioned you didn't get Boons quest.
Did not get Boons quest,
and I'm gonna be so real with you. It's nothing. It's basically nothing. Because
the thing is, I like Fallout New Vegas a lot. Its system of leveling affection with your companions is fucking whack, dog.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about this in the Discord, but it has this kind of baffling thing where it has a normal its system is very normal for a classic mode of CRPG, right? Where it's you have this party member here for this scene or this environment, and they comment on it and advances their things. But that works in CRPGs because they're fairly linear.
Correct.
Traditionally, you'll have sandbox environments, but you go through them in a specific order. New Vegas doesn't have that.
Yeah, no.
It was honestly very funny to me for you to bring this up, because I was thinking about it. It's like, oh man, Elden Ring just literally reinvented this problem from first principles 12 years later, because it similarly has flag-based like NPC side quests, but those games are like, their areas proceed in fairly linear order, and in Elden Ring, because it's mostly open, it is insanely easy to permanently miss like 50-hour game-long side quests just because you did one thing slightly earlier than you should have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is literally what happened to me with Boone. I was somehow able to squeak it out with Veronica and Arcade, specifically because Veronica's is just location based. You just need to take her places, right? Arcade's is a little of location based, and it's a little bit of dialogue choice based, right? Boone's is entirely either killing people or saying the right thing. So if you did what I did and were like, oh, I should probably get Boone's personal quest before the end of the game, I had literally done everything that would get me points with Boone in order to unlock his personal quest. I checked. It was literally impossible for me to get it at the point in the game. Completely crazy companion system. I respect it, but also because okay. I don't want to be here for 3 hours, but the craziest part to me is that one of the ways to get affection points with Arcade and Boone both involve going to Cottonwood Cove and then to the fort to deal with Caesar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do this right, you have to go to Cottonwood Cove with Boone, kill everyone there, right?
Right.
Then go swap to Arcade, take him to the fort, proc his dialogue, go get Boone again, and then take him and go kill Caesar. That's the way. Crazy.
Treating Arcade like that one video of like showing my cat all the places in the house he can't normally see. Just holding him up by under the arms like the Caesar's Legion, and it's just a big pile of corpses.
Yeah, with dead bodies. Yeah. So it's completely crazy. Other than that, this may surprise you. Fallout New Vegas is fucking great.
Shocker.
Wow,
yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? The game that everybody's crazy about. Everybody's crazy about it for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It's crazy. Like, still the enduring thing is like the only reason there would ever be any question about whether or not Fallout New Vegas is the best like computer RPG to come out in the 2010s is because Disco Elysium also came out in the 2010s just barely.
Correct. Literally at the tail end of the 2010s. Yes.
So now they get to fight forever over who deserves that right.
Which is so funny because I don't think they should fight it out because they are literally the bookends because New Vegas came out in 2010.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
They're literally the book. They hold that decade together.
Exactly.
Which is just fucking insane to me. Right?
I mean, well, you see, the thing is the same guys who played Fallout New Vegas back in 2010 are the same women who play Disco Elysium in 2019.
Ben, I'm right here.
Ben, I don't know if you're allowed to make that joke, but I think the referees are. Hold on, I'm looking. No, they say it's okay.
I'm checking with the refs right now.
I'm just saying, Ben, don't honk my clown nose for me.
let me just reach across the table here and get that for you, Oates.
It's really good. We're gonna do an episode on it because I got a lot.
Oh, you have a lot to say about a Fallout game?
Shocker, I know.
We should start a podcast about that.
We should we're gonna
I'm sorry.
Sarah, you and I should start. We love Fallout so much. We should talk about it on a podcast.
know,
I'm sorry, Sarah. You got a lot to say about the video game that is an almost perfect 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I know, right? Me and my beloved 7 out of 10s. My big thing about Fallout New Vegas is that for years and years, I have always, mostly gently. It's hard to be a Fallout 4 fan when you're in the same room with Fallout New Vegas fans.
Oh, yeah.
That'll never change.
Yeah.
Because Fallout New Vegas fans themselves are kind of insufferable sometimes.
That's right.
No offense. I mean, we adore you, Oates, but yeah, you go on the subreddit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave the podcast. It's
no,
okay.
you have to stay. So I would always like to kind of riff on New Vegas, but the joke I always made is that Fallout New Vegas is an ugly video game. I'm still right about that one.
No, for real.
I'm still the thing. I don't know if I've talked about it on this podcast before. I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it again. I have always thought that they got Armin Shimmerman to play Andrew Ryan because New Vegas came out first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no possible way the game that came out before looks worse. I'm wrong.
Unfortunately, you forget that BioShock was made in Unreal Engine 3 or at least right. Unreal Engine 2.5. And Fallout New Vegas was made in the same version of Gamebryo they made Oblivion in.
Yeah. Which is also an ugly video game.
Mm-hmm.
Despite my love of it as well. It's that there is, I have such mixed feelings about remasters and remakes and stuff like that, but I think I would like to just see a Fallout New Vegas remaster, right? Where they just make it, don't touch anything about it. You can even leave the whack ass shooting in. It's fine, I guess. That shooting is so fucking whack though. You can leave it all in. It's fine. But I would like to see it look a little nicer. Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, Viva New Vegas does a lot of heavy lifting to make it look better.
My thing is mostly I feel like if they ever do it, it will probably have the better gunplay from the later games because unlike the Elder Scrolls 4 remake, the problem with not being able to just put it in Skyrim's engine is that Skyrim is also from 2011.
That's right.
And barely runs right natively on modern consoles. So you just doing this weird emulation thing with UE5 is a reasonable, if not a kind of lazy middle step. Mm-hmm. But they have the Fallout engine working well on modern consoles and it looks acceptable, which is the best you can possibly say for a Bethesda game.
All I ever want is a Fallout game that looks acceptable. I mean, really, I got teeny tiny brain and a love of Fallout games that can't be measured in normal words.
Listen, folks, one of these days we'll do the road trip from San Diego to Las Vegas, and you'll get to see New Vegas Remake, which is exactly as brown and piss colored as you think it is.
Yes, it is. It actually is. I look forward to it. That game, I really like it. I know Ben's currently playing it because we're all susceptible to social contagions.
Yeah,
such as watching one of us play a Fallout game.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's literally all it takes is just hey, I'm going to play a Fallout game. Okay, well, I better clear my schedule in about 3 weeks because I'm going to play that Fallout game.
It's going to happen to me next. Yeah, exactly. So there's got to be an episode about it sooner than later because I got to get it out. And then by episode, I mean episodes, plural, because also there's the DLC, which is its whole bag of cats.
I feel like the only way to really properly do it is New Vegas and then the DLC cadre.
Yeah, that's kind of the only way. You have to do them separately because they are big enough on their own as two separate things because they kind of are two separate things, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
To justify 2 episodes, and so look forward to that because I'm transfixed by it. It's so good. It's so good. And it really pisses me off because that franchise is dead.
So
yep. So, it's fine. That's literally all I've done.
I'm sure the person responsible for its current interment will come up in the news later.
Oh, word?
There is more we have done, actually, since December. Sarah and I have finished what we basically started Batman the Animated Series about a month before we started talking about it in December. We're already finished. We have picked up and now finished Superman the Animated Series. Significantly better, by the way. Don't fight me. And then we have now started and are like about halfway through the first season of Batman Beyond.
Yeah, we have done a lot of DCAU. That's true. That shit's also good. Again, stunner. But like all of Batman was really, really good. Superman was way better than I expected it to be. I mean, like saying Batman was good is like, water is wet, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, for sure.
But I watched Batman as a kid, and so like I knew it was good. I never, either because of just like personal interest or like time slot shit, I never watched the Superman animated series. I mean, I've literally never seen a single episode of it.
Right.
That show is way better than I expected it to be.
They were banging on all cylinders.
They really were. That show has really great. I think Batman, like OG Batman, has more interesting episode hooks and like story ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
But Superman is like really bizarrely beautiful. Like it's so, like for what you can tell, like you see the literal animation studio credits for that show, and it's like a huge list of Japanese animators. And so you can like really see it, like how much they're pulling from like anime guys to make Superman, and you can just really see it. It has really gorgeous like action sequences and just
cool beam fights at one point.
Yeah, it's really good. More than I expected it to be. I liked, and granted, there's also way less Superman than Batman.
Yeah.
So like just by ratios, there are less stinker episodes of Superman than there are stinker episodes of Batman. Right?
So I never brought this up because like we were so hyped and got excited about how it ended. It got the horrible thing that networks do where they're just about halfway through, they renege on their deal and go, we just want syndication, get to 52 and we're cutting it off there.
Sure.
Which is why the series kind of ends on the note that it does. They were originally, the original plan was going to be 64. And those last 12 episodes were going to be the build-up for Justice League. That didn't end up it didn't end up happening until they actually got Justice League moved. Like, they moved networks onto Cartoon Network. But,
go ahead.
It's just really funny to me that, like, you obviously can see it. Like, season 3 builds up to it, right?
Yeah.
But also, that finale
is so good.
It's so good.
Crazy.
And they didn't write it until they learned after the fact that they were like, oh, we're getting cut short by like 12 episodes. Let's give him this as a way to end Superman.
So the way Superman ends is like, it basically establishes, like retroactively establishes that the entire show building up to this was almost like prequel, because the show ends on the absolutely crazy note that everybody hates Superman. Like, because the show, so like the premise of the final 2 episodes is that Superman is captured by Darkseid and brainwashed into attacking the Earth, right?
Right.
And yeah, they stop Darkseid, and they stop like, the destruction of the planet, but
not before the invasion.
Yeah, no, he does invade Earth. And so, like, it doesn't resolve cleanly. Because, like, he can't prove to anybody that he was brainwashed, right?
Right.
So it doesn't resolve neatly. It ends on the fact that everybody's scared of Superman because they're all realizing, hey, this alien is stronger than literally anybody on the planet. And if he ever goes rogue, we're all fucked. And that's how they end the show. It's awesome. I was just like I was just completely gobsmacked by it because it's not how you expect the Superman cartoon, which has been a very light and enjoyable affair, except for the time they killed Jack Kirby on screen.
Anytime Darkseid shows up, there's a literal like on-screen casualty. It's a great
tone shift. It's really good. Yeah, I didn't expect it. It's really good. And then we started Batman Beyond, which is also so fucking
Batman
good.
Beyond
It's crazy how good it is.
You really are just fucking hitting the 90s cartoons equivalent of TNG, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager.
Really, literally. Yes. It's so good.
Which makes sense. Justice League before Unlimited is kind of the discovery of the group, where
it's a little weak.
They're fumbling.
It fumbles quite a bit, but it's got heart, you know?
Sure. Batman Beyond, what are we, like 10 episodes into Batman Beyond, I would say? It's also just awesome. And it's gonna break my little baby heart when it transitioned. Because right now, it is being animated on cells, just like Batman and Superman, right? And about halfway through the show, they switch to digital. And I'm gonna cry.
Does it have that early digipaint color scheme?
I'm going to assume it does. We haven't gotten there yet because we're only 10 episodes in.
I don't remember the colors taking a hit during the transfer. I might be wrong because I was like 10 when it aired, but like I don't remember being, because even back then I could be like, hey, this episode looks worse than this episode.
Yeah.
I don't remember that happening with Batman Beyond.
But they do, I mean, there is a certain texture and beauty to cell painting that you literally can't get with digipaint, even if you like keep the quality of color, right? And I'm gonna cry because it is really beautifully animated. It just has, I don't know, it just has a like incredibly cool color palette and atmosphere, and it's stealing really hard from Blade Runner, which is fine.
Best Spider-Man cartoon out there.
It is the best Spider-Man cartoon, because it's a story about how a teenage guy, his dad gets killed, and it's kind of his fault, so he feels bad about it and becomes a superhero about it, right? And he's got a steady girlfriend who he can't seem to keep a relationship going because he's busy being a superhero. That's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man cartoon.
He's fighting a villainous like
CEO who's green,
who's green themed, who is assembling a crew of a guy who has sound/quake powers, girl who turns into an amorphous blob /sandy thing. There's a guy who gets mutated into some kind of reptilian. Like the list goes on and on.
Yeah. He's got a black cat as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, he's got a whole thing with a villainous chick for a little bit.
It's great.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that subplot.
It's literally a Spider-Man cartoon. It's a Spider-Man cartoon. It's really good. I know I keep saying it, but I'm really enjoying it.
I think it's fine to rip off Spider-Man. He doesn't need any more money.
Exactly.
Like he's got enough walking around money as it is.
I wanted to see like if there was like someone like had like a contrast between the hand painted cells and the digital cells for Batman Beyond. So but like I'm just looking at pictures of Terry's Batsuit, and God, what a fucking slam dunk of a design.
So impossible to adapt, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. How do you do the mouth? How do you do the mouth?
You can't do the mouth. No.
So my favorite other thing is they redesigned him such that he gets to have like little high heels, which is incredible. Like a fantastic like change to the Batman like look. But also he consistently and constantly does the thing where since he has magnetic heels, he does the Spider-Man thing of hanging upside down, but since he's a bat, he just stands there menacingly instead of hanging off of a rope. And it's the coolest
still
thing.
Works. It's so good. It's really a shame that Batman Beyond movie that got pitched didn't happen.
Yeah.
The animated Batman Beyond movie that got pitched and never happened because we live in hell.
Yeah.
Because
now granted, Return of the Joker is one of the best Batman movies, period. But like a real theatrical release would have been fucking awesome.
Well, because they were trying to coast off the Spider-Verse popularity. And so the literal pitch was, we want to do our own, like, not multiverse story, but Spider-Verse as in, let's do a young Batman story, right? And we literally have, because, like, the DNA of, like, going from Batman to Spider-Man, right, is really interesting, because we were talking about this. It's this idea that Batman Beyond is what if Batman was Spider-Man, and then this all comes back around years later when they make Miles Morales, who is a young Batman or a young Spider-Man with a dead dad in a black and red costume and camouflage powers.
Who inherited the role.
Who is inheriting the role, from the previous guy.
And who has a friend who, like, makes him gadgets and shit.
Yeah. It's, you know. It's real. The DNA there is very interesting to follow.
It's a lot like how every Western is a samurai movie and every samurai movie is a Western.
Yeah,
it's just DC and Marvel trading ideas.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
that's the magnificent Batman.
Also, shout out to Darwin Cook, like the Darwin Cook, because that awesome title sequence was literally done by just him. Like,
oh, really?
The entire that insanely kick-ass intro. All of the animation was just one guy.
If they're not going to ever give us a weird modern recreation or adaptation of the 1960s Japanese Spider-Man, could we at least get a Japanese Batman in that style?
God, please.
Like just a Batman that's nakedly ripping off Kamen Rider?
Totally.
Like, I think that would be great.
That is actually a thing.
That's a manga. He had there was a Batman manga in the 60s.
But I want it to be a live action TV show.
There's a really
you
gorgeous...
want a live action Kamen Rider, I say.
Yeah. Like like Japanese Spider-Man.
There is a really gorgeous Kamen Rider inspired, speaking of Batman Beyond Batsuit figure that I love. And he's very it's super cool looking. It doesn't do the full solid, because again, it's impossible to adapt to like a 3D space.
Right.
But it looks really good. And I love it. And I love it's so weird to care at all about superheroes, but the DCAU it really is that bitch. Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, it's the thing that can make you care at all about any kind of superhero media, because
that design.
Yes, it whips.
Oh god, that's so cool.
Wait, you haven't seen Robin yet?
I feel like someone in BGN linked this design to me when I was trying to do redesigns for Pippa post time.
Oh
skip.
yes, I think it was probably John X, right? Because John X actually,
X.
Pays attention to DC, right?
Yeah.
Thank God for John X. Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to. Yeah, no, DCAU is just really, because it's kind of the promise that like the Marvel movies were supposed to have, of like, we take these old, like these comic stories, we've condensed them, we've made them, we kind of stuck it in its own universe, and this way you can kind of enjoy these characters without needing any like background information, truly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it does it way better.
Yeah,
I know I don't technically have a dog in this race as someone who doesn't like really pay attention to either Marvel or DC, but honestly, gun to my head, if I had to be like, which side of this war are you standing on? I would not have to think for more than 3 seconds before I took up the shield of Batman.
Yeah, no,
understandable.
Understandable.
DC...
He's Batman.
Like if I think of not even like Batman is my favorite, but it's more like if I think of superheroes, I think of the Justice League first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, absolutely.
That's fair. Yeah.
Totally. And I don't know, it just does a lot of really smart. I mean, the thing is, Bruce Timm. Sorry, I've taken up 30 minutes of this podcast already, just talking about shit we've done. But
we have like 3 months of shit to catch up on. It's fine.
It's the thing is, Bruce Timm and Paul Dini are enlightened perverts.
Correct.
Perverts living their best lives. It's Rick Berman sexual harassment Paul Dini and Bruce Timm flirting, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just kind of making beautiful women, like original characters, beautiful women to be like, we think they're sexy. We want to stick them into more things. And then like half the time it pays off, so good for them. And they gave Batman high heels. So they're, like I said, they're enlightened perverts.
Bruce Timm at the office. Put this beautiful woman in a full body spandex suit. Oh, you. Rick Berman, put this beautiful woman in a full body spandex suit. Hello, human resources?
Yeah, absolutely. He keeps, he turns Superman into a damsel every other episode. It's great. Enlightened pervert, just doing his best and like really solidifying what like the cultural perception of these DC characters is, just effortlessly. It's amazing. I mean, so much of like what Batman is today is because of the DCAU.
It's true.
Like the way his rogues gallery looks and acts is because of Batman the Animated Series, right?
The existence of Harley Quinn, period.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Freeze, like the entirety of his, like Mr. Freeze's entire deal.
Yeah.
Renee Montoya.
Oh,
Roxy
God.
Rocket.
Yes, all these
The list is going to get longer if we actually decide to like pull it out.
He has so many like original characters and like smart adaptational decisions for pre-existing characters, right? That and then you take a step back and it's like, wow, this is all just him and Paul Dini. Just like vibing and having a good time and writing the DC stories they've always wanted to write.
For example, prior to Superman the Animated Series, nobody thought to tie Brainiac into Superman as part of his backstory.
Which is crazy.
They're linked to like in everybody's brain now because everybody knows that. It's that's from the cartoon, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I think the DCAU. The more I think about it, the DCAU is the equivalent of like Ultimate Spider-Man for the Marvel side, which is if you're going to adapt this thing, you're going back to this as your source material,
right?
Like
Absolutely.
You're referencing this one thing.
Yeah, totally. And it's phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to more. I tried, like with Superman, I was trying not to binge it because there's so little of it. And like I said, the plot writing is a little bit lighter. It's more of an action show versus what like Batman was. So you could do about 2 episodes every time we kind of sat in front of the TV, and that was fine. I find myself laying around just kind of idly thinking, fuck, I wish I was watching Batman Beyond right now.
We might do that after we're done.
We literally might watch an episode after we're done because I am enjoying it so much.
The thing is I really want to get through this as quickly as possible because I want to get to Justice League because I miss Green Arrow so goddamn much.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I miss coming across a character who DC Comics at large and the animated universe refer to as a cross between Robin Hood and Abby Hoffman of the Chicago 7, like the guys who started like the riots in Chicago.
The character I always miss from Justice League, and this is like me calling back to my child brain, right? I remember really liking the Martian Manhunter because as a child I had no idea what it is he actually did. He was very strange looking, and I could never really entirely intuit what his power set was supposed to be.
He's like a shapeshifter.
He's a shapeshifter. He's got telekinesis, and he can turn transparent.
I have 2 incredibly important things for you to know, Saturn. This is it. It's just 2 things. 1, he's kind of a boring guy. He just likes to, solve mysteries because other people expect it of him, right? That's kind of like the be-all, end-all. Somebody asks him to do something. He's very Nick Valentine-y. He's like everyone just kind of expects the telepath guy to know what to do.
Sure.
And he has a crippling heroin-ass addiction to Oreos.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
Great.
To kind of cap my knowledge of DC at the time, I thought Martian Manhunter was created for the cartoon. I was like, oh, like Harley Quinn, right?
No.
They just made up a new superhero to join the Justice League.
No, he's kind of one of those, like, we had to pick one of the weirder outlier ones. Because otherwise, their Justice League would feel like anytime you saw, like, a commercial for Hostess Fruit Pie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
they didn't want to be Super Friends. They wanted to get away from Super Friends. So
Yeah.
they needed a roster that would deviate from that.
Yeah, because like that's why they went with like Hawk Girl instead of Hawk Man, because like they took a step, and that's why it's Jon Stewart instead of like Hal Jordan, because they took a step back and went, oh, this is all just a bunch of white guys and also Wonder Woman. We should probably do something about that. So they were like, well, we'll use Jon Stewart, we'll use Hawk Girl, and then and then when they get into Unlimited, of course, you can just go. It's also crazy how much the final season of Superman is setting up, is just like testing the waters for Justice League, because so much of the last season of Superman is like, here's the Flash, here's like all these just kind of random side like C and D tier DC superheroes, right? That just kind of feel like Bruce Timm and Paul Dini just really wanted to put like their niche favorites into their cartoon, and nobody was going to stop them.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, it's a huge respect.
It's why later on in Batman Beyond, we're going to get a bunch of episodes in a row that is just like, oh, that's a testing ground. They're trying to see how well they can choreograph multiple people in the same fight.
Yeah. But I think that's it. Those are the two. That's the big things. Is DCAU, Fallout New Vegas. They're both massive, so 35 minutes of yapping about it.
Right.
But I do think if you need I know a lot of people in the Discord right now are watching Star Trek on our recommendation. I do think DCAU is a really good project to do after that, because it is just as fun and like just as enjoyable to watch, but way more digestible and way shorter. And
you'll hear a lot of familiar voices.
That's correct. Michael Dorn is all over that bitch.
Just as 90s too.
Yeah, it's just as 90s, but a lot shorter, a lot more digestible. A good kind of like follow up, right? So
I might do DCAU after I finish Lower Decks. But what I'm actually thinking I want to do is I want to watch Samurai Jack.
Oh, good choice.
I think Ben should pivot, actually. Personally, this is just me personally. I think Ben should pivot and continue going down the Star Trek route and just watching Gargoyles.
Oh, we're gonna do Gargoyles soon.
Yeah. My only thing against Samurai Jack, and I also really like Samurai Jack, is I remember even contemporaneously thinking that like what ended up being the last episode of Samurai Jack, going, damn, I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode. I wonder how the story of Samurai Jack is going to continue.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
Yeah, no, it is an extraordinarily abrupt ending for that show in a way that like I know they did that like kind of like gritty adult animation like sequel reboot whatever later on, and I was like, I never made time for it. Not even at
Saturn. You weren't missing much, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just like, I'm just still mad about how you ended the first one. I don't really want to know. I'm mad at you, Gendy Tartakovsky.
Saturn, you are better off for not knowing. They give it a proper conclusion, and it's not a good one.
Yeah, no, it kind of missed the mark. Like, I liked it when I was watching it, but the power of hindsight is me going, that was not nearly as good as any given episode of the original 5 seasons.
Yeah.
You know how Futurama, every time it gets renewed,
gets a little bit worse,
and it wants to end on a satisfying conclusion because they're like, well, listen, we don't know if we're going to get another season, and we're just going to treat it like this is the last one. This is our final hurrah, and each time gets a little more lukewarm.
Yeah, because it has stopped being true.
Right? Imagine the third time that they did that is the true full conclusion for Samurai Jack, and it's their first time doing it.
Yeah. Only one show has ever been able to dance that line, and it's the fucking Venture Brothers.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
That's us, though. I mean, Oates Have you done anything that doesn't, that like, because I know like my playing Fallout New Vegas was literally spurred on because you started playing Fallout New Vegas. It's a chain reaction thing.
Oh, you know, it's just how it goes. I play Fallout, she plays Fallout, then
Ben
I play Fallout again.
And then Ben plays Fallout, and it's just a
sad
circle.
You know how like when you lived with your parents and one of you got sick? And then it would kind of spread to the rest of the family, and then like if you were unlucky, it would circle back and infect you again.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, you know what's great about that? As someone who still lives with one of their parents, that parents works in healthcare.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you know it's just a perpetual. It's like a perpetual stew of pathogens.
I mean, my sister has 3 children.
Oh yeah.
So you know, it's a loop. It's not a spiral. It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
She hasn't been like raided by the CIA for producing bioweapons yet.
So I've only done one other thing, and that is I've watched the first episode of the 2nd season of One Piece live action.
Oh, nice!
You gotta do that.
I got to the very end of that episode and immediately closed it and went, I cannot watch anymore. I want Saturn to see this.
Yeah, I haven't touched it yet, mostly because I was like, yeah, we did that. I don't know if we want to do that as like a Gorge stream or like it's just a us stream, but I was like literally saw that like I need to watch that, but like I don't want to not watch it with other people.
It's got all of the vibes of you watch it with a group, but I think this time around it might be funner to do just like a little 4-man thing. Who knows? Like we might we already have Hunter x Hunter, you know. It's hard enough to schedule a podcast episode with me, let alone with like adding 8 other people.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, the nice part about it just all being out is that like we can just do it whenever we want.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
At whatever pace we feel is appropriate.
So, yeah, that's it. It's really good. So, banger. Absolutely. I want to keep watching.
Cool.
I'll go next because mine's pretty short. I imagine Ben will have more to say than I, so a little pacing bookend there. In the last 3 months, it's been pretty quiet for me. Just to go over stuff I've been streaming over at Mystery Systems. We've been doing Of the Devil episode 2 with everybody. I think I probably talked about it a little bit in the last roundup for my having played it. But we are now most of the way through that case in our live read. And that's been fun. We'll do that probable last episode soon. I also played Malviolence, which is a sort of Zero Escape-like indie VN. I feel like after I'm done with OTD, I might stream the prequel, Proto-Violence.
Yeah, I would watch that because I really enjoyed that little baby stream. That was fun.
Yeah, and that's like just a strictly linear visual novel, is my understanding. Like no puzzle game component or whatever. In part also because there was announced after I streamed this, they're making a 3rd one, which is an RPG Maker game called Interviolence, and that's supposed to be coming out in the summer.
I didn't know it was an RPG Maker game.
That sounds great.
That's amazing.
So that's been the stream stuff. I honestly really haven't played too much, just because I've been busy with creative work and then other things coming up. Big one, probably the one I spent the most time of as far as new things. Well, actually, I don't know how to compare time use. So I'll start with the old one, which I've been playing a lot of Terraria again with Disgorge regular Sev. I haven't played that game really in like 10 years. It's been a lot of fun revisiting it. It's very time kind of illustrates the difference between the Minecraft and Terraria formulas a lot. Right, because like Minecraft is like an exploration building game that has like kind of shit ass combat bolted onto it, and Terraria is like, what if we made a Castlevania Minecraft, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fun.
Where like it has like, you know, like, oh, it's side scrolling, right? But obviously like, oh, you have dungeons and you have like kind of more involved 2D combat and RPG mechanics and things like that, and it's been interesting revisiting that. I'm trying to think. There was something else I want. Oh, right. The other game that I played quite a lot of in the last couple of months is I've been playing a lot of Arknight's Endfield, which is the kind of far future sequel to Arknights that is sort of a Genshin-like with a little bit of like a Satisfactory / Factorio stuff going on there. I will say of the it's a Genshin-like, right? It has a lot of what I would say are the same trappings of the Genshin-like, for better or for worse. Where it's saved is like Honkai Star Rail. It is most interested in being a kind of low-budget JRPG instead of a actual like Zelda clone. So there's not like, it don't give you as many like traversal mechanics, but that also means like the world design's a lot tighter, and like so I'd say the expectations of like investment of time are a lot more measured, shall we say.
Sure.
There's been a lot of quality of life updates in that kind of put it as like my favorite of that model of gacha.
Okay.
The negative is that, boy howdy, if the thing that introduced you that interested you about Arknights is that it's a tower defense game, there's basically none of it.
So wait, what kind of game is it then?
It's kind of like I would say like a real-time JRPG, like you run around an environment. There's like a little bit of like, God, like, I don't know, it controls like Genshin, but you don't have like Breath of the Wild, like wall climbing and shit. Like, it's just kind of like JRPG.
Okay, so it's just
Or a
kind of like an
Tales
action
game?
RPG, right?
Yeah, it's just kind of like an action RPG.
Okay. Interesting. Like,
The unique thing for the open world is that because there's a bit of like, hey, we want to do Factorio stuff here. You have zones where there's like factory sim, right? And that's kind of their way of like, this is how you're doing your like instead of having you do a bunch of like gathering and shit, you're effectively you're getting yourself into the upgrades economy by building stuff to make your materials, right?
Okay.
So it's like you create an auto farm, but actually creating the farm is like the time investment process, right?
Okay.
Gotcha.
The other thing is that there's the tiniest little bit of Death Stranding touch in there, where like when you're not in the factory zone, you can still place like permanent structures in the overworld, and these can be things like, yeah, I made an entire zipline network so that I can zip around this environment faster, or like there's a place here where I can spawn an event to like get upgrade materials like weapon gems or whatever. But because I have leftover power and materials, I made turret emplacements to kill the enemies faster so that it's easier for me to do this and things like that.
Huh.
It's interesting. It's still a gacha. I would not say it's like, I would not place, and I know this is an impossible standard, I would not place the quality of writing as like a Fate tier gacha.
Sure.
I would say it's more interesting so far than most, but it's still like, you know, like I think FGO's broadly written better. Limbus Company is definitely written better. There's plenty of narrative centric gachas that I think are written better if that's what you're coming to them for.
Sure.
But as far as like a Genshin, like I think it's a pretty interesting one, and I've been having quite a lot of fun with it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's basically it for me. I really haven't done that much because I've been too busy working on Horsies, and then also getting sidetracked in the brain mines for a possible upcoming BGN game and a new little OC-lit I'm making for that.
Yeah.
Fun.
So that's been me.
Okay. I've done a couple of things. I finally wrapped up 100-line Last Defense Academy.
That
Yay!
you did.
So I can't go into that into detail yet because Sarah and Oates are not done with it.
Right.
But I was you encountered the things that I was like, this would be my contender for WTF moment.
Yeah.
For the Gorgies, but no one else but me knew what it was yet.
Yeah, that would have won. That was me going. That was me sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about, game?
Well,
you fucking you're putting this on me now. I got 120 hours into that. You
can't spring this on me now.
What are you, fucking crazy?
It is just straight up the thing of like, well, yeah, I mean, I know where this is going to go. It's just like, I have these elements that we're working with from the first loop, and like, it's going to extrapolate from there. And it's like, you thought you saw all the elements. That's funny. That's cute.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm getting all of these sci-fi tropes you're going with. What? Excuse me?
Great.
It would be the equivalent of, like, if you were playing, like, Fallout New Vegas, and then in the very last DLC, fucking, what's his name? Who is it? Ulysses was like, by the way, I'm an actual wizard. And he started casting spells at you.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
And as he dies, he's like, and you never knew you encountered 15 other wizards over the course of your journey. And then he dies.
Yeah.
There are 17 people on Rokonjima Island. I understand immediately.
And then you're like, he could be full of shit, but I did see Arcade teleport that one time, so what the fuck?
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah,
Is that Route Zero?
No, funnily enough.
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it.
No,
funnily, none of the thing that I recommended is in Route Zero at all, despite the fact, and this is my teaser for continuing with Route Zero, Route Zero is the one that they bill as the quote-unquote truth route because it reveals so much of the truth of the story.
Oh my god. Get me off this road!
I wanna say... There's so much I want to say that I can't.
Well, I'm getting back to it. I am after, now that I have, like, mostly purged my... I mean, I want to play Fallout 1, but that is a thing I'm going to have to play on my laptop because just... You cannot play Fallout 1 on a 55-inch TV.
No.
You know what? I will say one thing, Sarah. You and I were talking a little while ago where you were like, I hate Gaku, and I was like, yeah, I mean, he's kind of a dick, but he's all right. No, you were right. Gaku doesn't get any better.
That's right, baby.
Gaku is a Kodaka character, which is say Kodaka, and God love him. It's a smart decision if you're writing Danganronpa games. Is a guy who just loved to make a character and goes, no, your first impression was right. This guy just sucks. Fuck him.
This guy sucks ass. Yeah.
Because I had done a lot more routes than you at that point, so I was like, yeah, you know, every character like has their shining moments in one route or another where like they're definitely a better character in this route compared to the other routes. And it's like, I'm sure Gaku will find his adventure. Oh.
No.
Gaku's shining moment is in the comedy route, which I have to insist that neither of you ever seek out unless you're getting really in your head about doing 100 out of 100 ending completion. Because comedy route sucks ass.
Sure.
There's no single good part about it except for Gaku's shining moment where Takumi has to ask Nozomi something, right? I don't even remember what, because it's the fucking comedy route plot line. It doesn't matter. So he goes to find Nozomi, and Nozomi's out in the courtyard having like a conversation with Tsubasa, and they're like smiling and laughing, sitting on a bench or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, Nozomi, and Tsubasa's here. Great, I'll just go up and then Gaku grabs him by the shoulder, and he's like, "Dude, there's a Yuri moment happening over there. You need to back the fuck off." And then, instead of allowing you to eventually go talk to Nozomi, he drags you by the shoulders to his filthy student housing and spends literally 10 days explaining Yuri to you.
Great.
Never mind, he's the best character in the entire
He
series.
needs to go into the wood chipper.
I love the later contrast between me and Ben.
He has to die.
But that's the thing is like that's the scene, Sarah, that like there's only two other routes that the Killing Game writer like worked in, and one of them is comedy. And it's like because comedy had like 3 or 4 writers on it because it was just people contributing bits, and that's the thing where you get that bit and you go, that's the Killing Game writer.
I know who you are.
No one else has the clarity of vision to write Himedanshi Gaku. Yeah. No one. Only Killing Game writer, my brother who I would die for.
Killing Game writer is the realest guy writing 100-line Last Defense Academy. He's my hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. So much of Killing Game is just like, yeah, we want yaoi and we want Yuri and we want murder, polyamory, and you're just like, Fuck, dog. Yes, you're so smart.
Smartest guy. They need to give him his own game.
Let him write a route in FGO. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I would say that he is at least on par with like anyone else in the main writing retinue.
Yeah. So I mean, let him. It's fine. What's the worst that can happen?
I like to paraphrase like one final thing I'll say about 100 line for now, because Sarah's done at least one or two routes where you've seen the enemy commander.
Yeah.
So like, to paraphrase what the Gigaboots said about 100 line and about the enemy commander's like whole deal in every route is that it's like if at the end of every chapter of Umineko, Perfect Cell showed up.
She just doesn't give a shit about what the tone or events of any routes are. She just shows up to be Perfect Cell.
She's here
just to kick everyone's ass.
Yeah. Every month or so, she needs to show up to kick your ass. And then you can get back to your fucking, killing game or murder mystery or
whatever horse shit you're up
yaoi
to.
visual novel bullshit you're getting wrapped up in. Who cares?
When I said #cell games, I fucking meant it.
Oh, that owns. Okay, I'm getting back to it.
I don't think Ben saw it because Ben for the Kodaka half literally just did Route 0, right? And none of the other like side ones.
I did one other one.
I know you had to do one of them for oh no, I remember the other one you did. I remember it was TME.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I did that one.
There's one in there though that's very Veshnes centric. That's very good, and I think Sarah, you especially would like it quite a lot.
Okay, cool.
If that DLC ever comes out, I'll probably go back and do a couple more base game routes too. Mm-hmm. But like, the only reason I did not do any extras is because I was like, I need to be done.
I need to do something else with my life.
I need to be done with this game.
And I will say, I think pretty much all the good ones are on like the document in some capacity or another.
Okay.
There's other ones, but the thing is, a lot of them are really short because they're like offshoots of Route 0 that some of them just don't start until like after day 50 or 60 or whatever, so there's just not really a lot of room to work with.
Right.
And it's really only the ones that split earlier in the timeline that end up being like really full extra routes.
Yeah.
So, but like, most of those are in the document. So it's like you'll still get you will get a more full picture of the game despite that only being maybe like, I don't know, like 40 of the endings. Well, Ben, what was your final ending count?
Oh god.
Like 40 or 50?
50, over 50, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so like even though it's only half the endings, it is half the endings, but it's still like a minority of the routes, but I would say like it's the better half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't do some of the Kodaka stuff, but I did a lot of Uchikoshi stuff that was not on this list.
I see.
As it got like later into the calendar, where like, okay, well, this route clearly can't take me 30 hours. There's only 15 days left in the route.
Sure.
So I can branch off from here and explore these paths.
I see. Okay. That makes sense.
But like when it's like, here's a branch on day 3, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that.
I don't have time for that, man.
I
have to play other video games that aren't 100 line last
I
defense.
ain't got time for that, Goku.
I will say it's the funniest thing. Sometimes that's broadly a really good metric for how long a route's going to be, except there's some cases like the one that splits off from KG, even though they split at like day 20, it is a significantly shorter route than KG is.
There are some routes where it's like, oh, Takumi's gonna go nappy times.
Yeah.
It is very funny because they said in an interview after, it's like, we really tried to avoid that as much as possible. And if there's ever a part where like the game, like, because we wanted it to be that you play all 100 days of whatever route you choose. And if you ever get a route where like Takumi is unconscious for this many days or whatever, it's because like we were just running out of time and we had to finalize the script, right?
Right.
And so it's very funny that you'll get certain ones like the alternate to KG where it's like, Takumi just, in like 3 different occasions in this route, goes to bed for like literally 20 days at a time. And then wakes up for 1 day and then immediately goes the fuck back to bed.
It's very funny. Very, very humor. Like, you can clearly tell that we're like, when they're like, no, we're literally out of ideas on how to stretch this plot line any further.
We're out of ideas. We're out of time. We've got to do something.
Takumi needs to go to Coma Town.
Hit him with a pipe and move on. You know what I mean? Like,
extremely funny, just for anybody who is listening to the podcast currently. The 100-line Last Defense Academy currently is not on sale.
Tragic.
However, its digital deluxe edition is on such a steep sale that it is cheaper than to actually just buy the vanilla game.
That's hilarious.
I love when that happens. Yeah, so 100 Line is a really fucking good game.
Shocker.
I also, Saturn and I streamed our quick look at Romeo is a Dead Man.
Oh, right, we did that. I forgot completely because I still haven't booted it myself yet.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Okay.
So I did the thing where I'm like, okay, well I can finish this game in one more session, like one more afternoon. I can hit credit. I wanted to hit credits before this recording, but like I'm like, okay, I'm clearly in the last area. I can finish this and be ready in time for the podcast. And then I wasn't in the last area.
Oh no. I see.
There was another area, which is fine because it's a good game and I like playing it, but I'm also like, I wanted to talk about this game. You needed to be done.
Right.
It's good. I don't think I like it more than No More Heroes, but it's still pretty good to play.
Okay.
I feel like it would be very hard to find it. Like, I'm not even like the biggest No More Heroes fan in the world. Like, I really like No More Heroes. I feel like it is going, like, there's just not going to be a Suda game that clears it.
It's a 7 out of 10 for sure. It's 100% a 7 out of 10.
Sure.
But it's also a Suda game.
Yeah.
So, like, that tracks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's just that's his bread and butter, baby.
Yeah.
No More Heroes, one of the iconic and best games of 7th gen, is very firmly a 7 out of 10.
It's also clearly a game that is about Suda being frustrated that this game is not working out the way he wanted it to.
Sure.
Well, you're telling me Suda made a game that due to, say, I don't know, for instance, like, budget cuts from NetEase, for instance, or maybe the interference of an EA president at the time, didn't come out the way he wanted it to.
What?
That's
I think the only, like, putting like nationality and sex aside, I think really the only difference between Suda and Amy Hennig is that Suda's games come out.
Yeah.
That's mean but accurate.
Oh, you're right.
Saturn's right, but they shouldn't say it.
You shouldn't say it.
Everyone disliked that.
Everybody got real sad all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was looking for something really important while we were, as a capstone to our 100-line conversation.
Yeah.
I finally found it, so I'm going to put it in the group chat real quick.
I will say a few things about Romeo is a Dead Man.
Sure. Oh, you have to click through this link. I'm sorry.
Sorry, hold on.
Suda... Oh my god.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I might have to actually get to engineering the thumbnail while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Please continue with Romeo as a Dead Man.
So once again, Suda creating some of the best named characters of all time.
Sure.
Romeo Stargazer. Fucking stellar of name.
It's a great name.
Amazing. Fantastic. Right up there with like Travis Touchdown.
Sure.
In terms of like, oh, you fucking nailed it. Benjamin Stargazer, his uncle, who is the patch on the back of his jacket.
Mm-hmm.
He is an Uncle Ben who died?
Yes, his grandpa.
I forgot his name was Benjamin. That's so funny.
It's Spider-Man's all the way down.
So it's very funny because like he's very clearly a send up to Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. And in this game, they have Rick Sanchez as a new voice actor playing a different character.
Oh, that's funny.
Great.
But like in true Suda fashion, your mad scientist grandpa, after, because you've seen the original trailer where Romeo gets attacked by a zombie and his grandpa injects him with the dead drive to bring him back to life.
Does that like really insane looking rotoscope animation play anywhere in the real game?
No, but here's the thing, Saturn. Here's the crazy thing. That version is how the events actually played out. The thing that you and I played, where it was him on the road and they see a zombie on the side of the road and they get out of the cop car and go look at it. That's a dream Romeo had, caused by the trauma of getting attacked in his house by a zombie.
I need to kill.
This game is fucking insane and nothing is explained at all. Shit just happens. And I'm not even saying that in a way of like, oh, the wacky Japanese game, like things are arbitrary. Like, no, shit just occurs. And like, I looked, there's no follow-up.
God. It's
awesome. So for Oates and Sarah who don't know, yeah, your mad scientist grandpa, shortly after he saves you with the dead man drive and you become a half dead man, he dies. It's not explained how he dies. He just dies.
Oh, so like the mystery of Dead Man, the DC comic character.
But then he does manage to save himself by digitizing his brain, and he transports himself as a patch on the back of Romeo's jacket.
So which is of his face, which goes through keyframed talking animations whenever he talks.
Yes, so he talks to you and he chats with you, and like gives you advice and lets you know when your abilities are on cooldown and like tells you where to go and whatnot. And then also when you're in downtime back on the spaceship, you see him in a human body and he's like, oh yeah, I'm the Benjamin Stargazer from another dimension. I'm just hanging out here so that I can have tea with my grandson. And then he goes, okay. And then he leaves, and then you go back to being a 2D patch on his back.
Bizarre.
Great fucking character, great game. The other highlight of this game is so you have a system where you can create your own zombies, like recruit or grow your own zombies out of seeds. And these become kind of like your striker. You can call down a striker, like a summon, to like shoot energy beams or to like fire an electric ball that like when it hits one enemy, it'll connect to other enemies, or like lay down a field where you can recover your HP. These things are called bastards.
A word?
Like the sword, or like...
No, they're just called bastards. Like you find bastard seeds and you plant the bastards, and then in 10 minutes you can pull the bastards out of the ground and give them a name and a little quirk, and then they get an ability. And when the bastards come off cooldown, your grandpa says, "Bastards are charged up."
Bring on the bastards.
I see.
It's amazing. I love it. It's fucking
I love it.
I love it. How fitting.
Romeo does feel like the spiritual Nero to Travis's Dante.
Oh yeah.
Because he's kind of like nicer, you know, but he's like a young, hot-headed guy, but he's kind of like cool and like a little bit more chill than his predecessor. And he's got a robot arm and he's got a canonical girlfriend. But they have like the similar style of like weaponry they use, because Romeo has a beam sword, but his beam sword is a chainsaw sword.
Oh, okay.
And you can also get like gauntlets and a spear that can break off into two short spears.
Okay.
And it's good. It feels good to play. It's the combat is interesting. It's just, you know, they just don't have a lot going for it.
Sure.
You know,
it feels a little lighter.
It's a little lean.
Sure.
Little
There's
leany
not
of a
quite as
game.
much meat on the bone as More Heroes and whatnots.
Yeah, it doesn't have like the quirky mini games or the weird like genre shifting that No More Heroes does. But it's still good. It's still good.
Sure.
Then I played and beat Resident Evil Requiem.
Oh, good. Wow,
and
that's fast.
I haven't stopped thinking about Resident Evil Requiem. That they fucking crushed the split between action and horror in this.
That is literally what everyone is saying, and I am very interested. I'm gonna have to you're just gonna have to stream it at some point, dude.
You know what? Fucking twist my arm, why don't you?
I know, right?
Oh, Ben, we need you to play Resident Evil Requiem again.
You should play a Resident Evil game on stream again. Is that okay?
Like, I haven't been like, oh my god, if I didn't have other shit to play right now, I would just be fucking nonstop playing Resident Evil Requiem. A game like this hasn't gripped me since the RE2 remake.
Sure.
No, they absolutely crushed like the horror and action split, because you've seen the reviews. This is the most terrifying Resident Evil has been when you're playing as Grace.
Sure.
But I was like, I'm gonna play it. I got 5 minutes in and it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this when the sun is out.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I think I'm good right now, Chief.
I'm good right now, Chief. Yeah, thanks so much.
Like House Beneviento ain't got shit on what Grace is going through.
Someone help my girl Grace.
This poor child. Some of the best voice acting. This is her first role.
Really?
And she's amazing. And then, of course, you get to play as Leon, who has been fighting bioweapons for 30 years. He doesn't give a shit.
He keeps getting slowly bigger, and I'm kind of worried he might have gotten some gunk in his system. Like microplastics, but with like...
Oh, no,
like mushroom goo.
Oh, no, don't worry. The microplastics are just making him bulkier.
Yeah.
No, this man ate microplastics like he's a fucking Stretch Armstrong, and his muscles are just getting bigger.
Yeah.
They were like, we got a bunch of our female artists to design Leon, and this game is like, oh word, oh really,
oh shit, for real. Yeah,
you're saying that? Like, yeah, I saw the animation where he uses his axe to pry open like warped shut like cupboards and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, you got a bunch of female artists to design this? Yeah, really? Wow, shocking.
So
him with his fucking rolled up sleeves,
his giant muscles and big handsome body. Yeah,
it's just John Capcom rounding up the artists. Like, all right, so Leon as like a man in his late 50s, like 60s, whatever. What do you want? And everyone just unanimously like, make him beefier, please.
He needs to be thicker.
There's a cutscene where he picks up a sniper rifle, and you just get that low. His new voice actor's doing this like really low, gruff voice. He just picks up a sniper rifle and goes, "Hello, gorgeous."
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, word! A bunch of female artists designed this character.
That's right, baby.
Wow, okay.
And somewhere Jessica Starling's like, it could be me.
It should have been me.
You know that story, because we were talking about No More Heroes. You know that story where it's like Suda had that clip of Johnny Knoxville getting his nipples bitten off by a baby alligator, and he'd showed him to the dev team like, this is Travis.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like whatever artist at Capcom was leading the charge on like buff older man Leon just walking around with that gif of fucking Chris Evans splitting a log with his bare hands.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, these are the vibes we're after, people.
But no, it's fucking incredible. Like they perfectly like, because Ethan Winters didn't quite seven was terrifying. Don't get me wrong, 7 was terrifying.
Sure.
But once you started getting used to it, it wasn't as scary anymore.
Yeah.
Grace, you never get used to it.
Oh, poor Grace.
You're always like, what was that? Is there fucking something out there? Because
go home.
And at least in part of that is, I think, and like kudos to both like the voice actress and also the acting direction. She is a character who I would say has a realistic amount of stress-related hyperventilating even when nothing's happening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Of just like I exerted myself too much 15 minutes ago, and like I'm still breathing through my mouth and it hurts, right? And it's like, fuck, it's so good.
Because like you kind of get used to navigating the Baker house in 7, right? Like in that you kind of know like you have your landmarks, like you get used to the map and whatnot. Grace is getting thrown into new places all the time, and so you're like, oh shit.
There's no familiarity whatsoever. You don't know how any of this shit works. Yeah.
And then when you do backtrack, it's the thing where like, okay, I pulled this lever and the lights turned on. And there's going to be stuff in there now. Oh, man. I'm going to have to go back over there to put the thing in the thing. And I just know there's going to be guys there now.
Same feeling as turning off the lights in, like, your basement as a kid and just bolting for the door.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's going to be something here.
The state has changed. I know it. I cleared out that room a minute ago, but now there's going to be guys in there again.
I've been like following LP. I told Ben this, and I only have like one complaint as like the casual watcher, and it's not directed at Grace. It's directed at Grace's boss. I don't know if this is like important later, and I gotta stress, I'm not spoiling the game. This is literally like the first thing that happens in the game. Insane to go, all right, well, okay, we can have a little bit of like video game fiat, right? Grace works at the FBI.
Right.
She's not a field agent, but like, you know, she's working for the FBI, and she has a tremendous amount of just like anxiety and not being like socially viable, like in general, just as a person in a normal situation, right? She can't make eye contact. Everything is scary. Everything like that sort of thing. And never mind like whether or not someone who is like that at all times would actually pass like an FBI psych eval. Never mind that. Her boss goes, look, Grace, I know you're not a field agent, and this mysterious bioterrorism-related mystery murder case is something that you have a deep personal connection with, as your mother was one of the victims. We have a lead, and I'm sending you alone to go investigate it. But when I think the only way I could be happy with the ending of RE9 is, you know, everybody gets out and it's fine or whatever, and the way RE endings are, and there's a slide about how he's being court-martialed for his fucking negligence of sending a civilian to a definite abduction danger site to get stolen away by bioterrorists with no backup.
And see, this, so Saturn, you brought this up when we were talking about it on the Discord, and I kept thinking about it, and I'm like, this is another reason why the horror works so well with Grace and a little bit less so than Ethan, because Ethan is a fucking dumbass who went to Louisiana by himself with only with like a pistol to investigate the abduction of his wife.
Yeah, a pistol and a prayer. Yeah, exactly.
In his fucking khakis and work and like office shoes. So like, he's a dumbass, but like he's doing this to himself. Right. Grace is being put in a situation that she doesn't want to be in. And
then she
gets kidnapped for it.
Grace has the thing of like, and this is like the classic horror writer like advice, right? Is the thing that Ethan doesn't have is he's just an average guy who ends up in like a wild situation and has to adapt. Grace has the effective horror writing thing of, okay, think like you're having an anxiety spiral. Now that anxiety spiral is in fact just true in what's happening.
He's also trying to kill you.
Grace just like, well, I mean, I know I'm not a field agent, but my boss definitely wouldn't send me to a place where I'm in danger of getting like involved in bioterrorism murders by myself. Like, surely he would have just sent me assuming it would be fine and I'd be safe. And then, sure enough, you get abducted in things related to the bioterrorism murders, and it's like, oh jeez, oh Pete,
Beans, Grace, we're really in it now.
Grace is like, wait a minute, did I leave my did I leave my oven on before I left for? And it cuts back to a thing labeled Grace's house, and it's just a colossal fire. and then back to her like, no, I'm sure it must be fine.
It's like I posted on BlueSky a little while ago. Like, there's no ontological difference between Grace Ashcroft and Rona Valenti from Swan Boy.
God,
they're just the same person. No, it's fucking and you know what? Absolutely, Sarah. I would be honored to replay Resident Evil Requiem on stream.
Good, because I don't even remotely have a computer that can run it, nor do I have the money to buy it. So I will have to mooch off of you to enjoy Resident Evil Requiem.
When we finish of the Devil, maybe I'll make that a priority. Because
it's
first
not that
playthrough,
long, right?
My first playthrough was like 10.5 hours, and that was me putzing around.
I mean, we could crush that out in like 2 sessions, 2 or 3,
for
right?
Sure.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can do that.
Cool.
And then I'm not going to go into everything about it because that would take forever, but it's time for the Voyager book report.
Voyager book report. Okay. I need to learn how to record things properly. And not just fuck around on my computer and record podcasts. Because the video for Polygon where Brian David Gilbert read every single book in Skyrim. And he goes, Skyrim book report!
Yes.
We need that, but for Voyager.
We
like,
do.
really badly.
Yeah, we need that on the soundboard.
Yeah. Anyways, yes, the Voyager book report.
Oh, God, I think, what did I do? Anyone remember what I talked about last time?
No.
Fuck no.
Fuck no, dude.
It's been 3 months, man. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
I don't even know if I had gotten to 7 by the time, like...
I don't think you'd gotten to 7, I'll say. I'm pretty confident.
I want to say that you talked about the episode where George Costanza shows up.
No.
That wasn't on the podcast, though.
No, that
wasn't on the podcast. So, okay, since the last time we were on the podcast, Ben hadn't gotten to 7 yet, but Ben was on the cusp of reaching that season finale. Like, you were talking about, I'm about to hit the season finale, so I'm going to meet 7 soon.
Yes.
Okay.
So, literally, like, haven't, like...
Fuck, that was season 3.
Yeah, it's been a while, dude.
Yes.
Lord, okay.
You're like at the end of season 5, right?
I'm on the start of season 6.
Oh my god.
So yeah, 7 showed up and Kess left. It's for the better.
Yeah, I mean they do
Kess,
Kess so dirty, but like the show improves so much with the addition of 7 of 9. It's kind of crazy. Right?
They unfortunately, Kess and her actress both deserved better, but also in getting Kess off the cast, they, baby out with the bathwater, managed to remove whatever foul demon was making them write her that way.
Right.
It's true.
Until they brought her back later.
Yeah, well, you'll see.
Yeah. Season 4 was rock solid. Year of Hell and The Killing Game 2-parters were both phenomenal.
Killing Game is... It's fine.
Real damn
it's
good.
fine. It's fine. I'm so normal.
They're good. I understand, Sarah. Don't worry.
For those listening at home, it's the 2-part episode where they put Janeway in the white tuxedo, and I turn into and I turn into the craziest person like in the world, right?
Oh, for real?
I remember when I used fan art of her in the tuxedo in the icon, but I was like, well, this is kind of spoilers, but it's small, so Sarah won't notice it.
Yeah, it's fine. And then it ate my brain a few months later. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Let's see what other. God, there were a lot.
There's
Night
so many.
was really good in season 5.
Okay, you're gonna have to give us because I don't know episode names very well.
Night is the one where they go into an area of space with nothing in it, and
great
Janeway
episode.
goes insane.
Yes, absolutely, super good episode.
Let's see what else. The one where they go to what rate they go to the fake Starfleet headquarters.
Yes,
the aliens are all posing as members of Starfleet.
I love that one.
That was also phenomenal. A lot of Borg. The Borg were really utilized well in this.
They finally realized what they wanted the show to be, and they were like, "Oh, this needs to also be like the Borg, right?"
We're in Borg space. Why aren't we doing more episodes about them?
Exactly. Like,
Living Witness, the one where the backup doctor is reawoken to 100 years, like hundreds of years later.
That's like
that one's so good.
That's like a top 5 episode of Voyager.
The fucking dramatic reenactments of
Yes.
the warship Voyager.
The warship Voyager. Yes.
I love it. It really is one of my favorite gags in like anything where like you have like an in-universe like dramatic reenactment
And it's completely wrong.
Yeah, it's like everything is fucked up and wrong about it.
Yeah.
It's great gag. I love it.
Have you gotten to the episode with handsome young Daniel Day Kim yet?
I don't believe so.
Where the time scale on the planet is different than the time scale on
No,
Voyager?
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Okay,
No, okay.
Great episode. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably one of my top 5s.
Yeah, totally.
I had the really, really good one with where B'Elanna has a big bug attached to her, and so they use a Cardassian scientist's hologram.
Yes.
And then you have to grab with the ethical nature. Very DS9 of like grappling with like your
DS9
ethics, like your
episode,
morality and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
What else?
There's so much.
I know.
You watched a lot of Voyager is the thing.
Yeah, the thing is I've been watching a lot of fucking Voyager.
And the show has finally found its legs. So there's a lot of really good episodes.
There's the one where Janeway hangs out with Leonardo da Vinci and they get stuck on a different planet and da Vinci can't perceive that he's on an alien planet.
Yes.
That one
Love
was really
that
good.
The mobsters? Yeah, that one ruled.
Yeah. Really good one where everyone is starting to get sick and melting at the same time. And the twist the twist is that they were from the Demon Class planet from like a season ago.
The stone cold bummer episode of Star Trek of all time, right?
For sure.
Like there are a lot of episodes of 90s Star Trek that are stone cold bummers, but that one is like the stone coldest of them all. Right?
It's so good.
It's so sad and so good. Oh man.
Because I remember there's like, we were watching it and Sarah managed to piece it together literally a second before
the reveal.
I think Kim makes the reveal. Yeah. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Great episode.
The Bride of Chaotica was another solid one. Listen, you gotta love holodeck episodes, okay?
Holodeck episodes are my favorite. I have like, you could make a whole, like, you know, what are your top 5 favorite episodes of Star Trek? Yes. You could make an entire subgenre of what are your favorite holodeck episodes of Star Trek, right?
My favorite thing is going to be when they're done doing Captain Proton and they move on to the next theme. Ben, it has one of the best Janeway moments in the entire series.
I'm excited. I'm glad to know that there will be more Captain Proton.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like how, you know, like Bashir and O'Brien kind of have like every season they have a theme that they do. I think it's more like for here. I think it's more like every season and a half. They get tired and move on to a new setting. The last one that they do, like for seasons 6 and 7, the best one. It's just so good.
It's so good.
I'm excited. One note that I wanted to point out was the disease where Kim falls in love with the girl on the Generation ship and like starts to glow. Like literally glow, like has an afterglow after they bang.
Oh, right.
Because that has the dumbest thing in the world, which is, suddenly it's a problem for Starfleet officers to fuck aliens.
Yeah.
Because it's Kim doing it.
Yeah, because it's Harry Kim doing it. Yeah.
It's like, now you're mad.
It's because Kim has a cursed life. Not as cursed as Miles Edgeworth. God damn it. I do it every time.
I know, it's just
Miles,
instinct.
It's instinct. Miles Edward O'Brien. Kim has a cursed life, not that cursed, but still pretty fucking cursed.
Mm-hmm. But oh, really? That's the problem. Did anyone tell Riker?
Yeah.
Anyone tell Kirk?
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone on the Enterprise, not just Riker. I think everyone has an episode where they fuck an alien.
Yes, they're all fucking aliens. I think that's the plot of Star Trek: The Next Generation. How many aliens can you fuck?
A good 25% of the episodes of TNG are some ambassador or guest comes onto the ship and fucking either Beverly or Deanna falls in love with them.
Yeah, exactly.
But now it's a problem when Kim does it?
Yes.
It's always a problem when Kim does it, unfortunately.
Cursed life.
The other half of episodes are they beam down to a planet and there's like a lady of nefarious intent who is trying to fuck either Riker as is normal or Picard in more uncommon episodes.
Yes.
If she's trying to fuck Riker, normal. If she's trying to fuck Picard, she's up to something.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
That's literally it.
That bitch is up to something.
That bitch is up to something.
Right, we all know Picard only attracts nefarious women.
That's correct. What is
That's
Bash?
right.
That's like her whole thing.
Crusher just furrowing her brow with the camera.
Yeah.
What else was good? 1159 was fun.
Which one is 1159?
It's the flashback to the 90s where we just see Janeway's ancestor being a complete trash fire.
Oh God, yes, I really like that one. Yeah.
No stakes, no drama, just like a simple
light
story.
Yeah, like just kind of a world building episode about like not just like the Janeway family, but also about just kind of the origins of Star Trek's like space history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think those are fun too. You gotta have like world building episodes every now and then.
Yeah. And then there was the second Captain Braxton episode where they recruit Seven to hop around time to prevent a time bomb from going off.
Yeah, really good.
And you just get Seven like warped onto the bridge of Voyager before it made its first flight, and she's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here before Janeway sees me and asks me questions.
It's gonna be so fucking awkward otherwise.
Oh my god, and then it's great episode where they're like, okay, well now this is all done, we gotta send you back one more time so you can prevent all this from happening in the first place. And Janeway's like, wait, but if we go back but I remember doing that, so how did you, when, what, and then the time captain has to be like, just fucking don't think about it.
Don't fucking, no.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
You're gonna give yourself a headache otherwise, okay?
I love how much time travel narratives are always like, look, first rule, don't think about it. If you thinking about it at all is the path to insanity.
Yeah, that's the cognito hazard, okay?
Yeah.
Don't.
The season 5 to season 6 finale with the Equinox was I learned written by the head writer for DS9.
Yes.
Which explains a lot because it was really fucking good.
That's the episode with the Evil Doctor, right? We get Evil Doctor in that?
Yeah, you get Evil Doctor in that one.
He's so good.
Where they
Robert
find
Picardo, y'all.
Yeah, they find another Federation ship that has also been going on adventures in the Delta Quadrant, and they haven't been quite as
good,
jolly, and wacky antics as our friends on Voyager have had.
No, they're not having nearly as much fun.
Yeah. This is also one of those episodes where I'm like, oh, word. James Roberts watched a lot of Star Trek, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah. Really.
The funniest part of Sarah going through Voyager the first time was like, James Roberts, a fucking hack!
It's so funny.
Literally stole all of this.
He's going to plagiarism super jail forever!
It's just so funny how every time it's like, oh, well, he did take this bit, but, he has lots of other cool, unique ideas, and you see a later episode of Voyager, you're just like, fuck, this is stolen too!
It's so good.
The last one, there's, the last two I watched were really, really good for different reasons, but still really good. Tinker Ten or Dr. Spy, where the Doctor starts giving himself the ability to daydream, and
Good one.
the aliens spying on them think that his daydreams are real.
Yes, great one.
Oh yeah.
They're like, we need you to pretend to be the captain because otherwise I'm going to lose my job.
Yes.
Picardo looks good in red.
He does.
He does.
He looked good in red.
I love Robert Picardo. He truly, this show, Voyager is good. I like it a lot, but it is so, now that you're deeper into it, you can understand what I'm always like, no, this show is carried on its back by the Doctor, Seven, and Janeway, right?
It's true. It wasn't necessarily bad, but getting through season 5, I'm like, I kind of want this to just be over so that I can get to lower decks.
Yeah, it's really good, and I really like it. But and I do like the rest of the cast. That's not saying I like Tom Paris and I like Harry Kim and all them.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
I think everybody is really good.
Harry Kim, my beloved.
Exactly, we all love Harry Kim, but I don't know, the most interesting character writing, I think, is what they do with Janeway, Seven, and the Doctor, right? Those are the 3 characters that I think that the writers themselves are the most interested in as well, right?
When we get to say July and then dedicate the rest of the year to talking about Star Trek,
right?
I can go more into this, but comparing every character between all 3 series and their role on the ship, it's when I think about which ones I like more than the others, there's I don't think there's any Voyager character that gets above second place for me.
Bold.
In terms of Captain,
to the world's most deranged Catherine Janeway fan, but
I like Cisco more than Janeway.
You're insane.
Cisco's really fucking good.
I remember before we started Voyager, Sarah was saying this exact thing to my face, you're insane. How could I like Janeway more than Cisco? How the tables have turned.
I've honestly, I've radicalized from my position where I used to be okay, if I'm in Starfleet, I would rather be under Cisco.
Fair.
But if I'm watching the show Star Trek, I would rather see Janeway. I do now actually think I would rather be under Janeway also, because I thought about it a little more, and I realized Janeway is the one more likely to do something utterly psychopathic to save my life.
That's literally true.
That's true,
That's literally true. That's her entire goal, is that no one gets left behind, right? So, yeah.
No, I think I just like Cisco a little bit, the slightest bit more than Janeway.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's completely fair.
But you know what? The more that I think about it,
baseball.
The more that I think about it, the Doctor is the best of the 3 chief medical officers.
Oh yeah.
So that one I'll give to the Doctor. But engineering or security officer or definitely first officer.
Right.
Chakotay is
such a nothing character.
Chakotay is way down there compared to Riker and Kira.
Yeah, no, you're so right, is the thing. Chakotay is so nothing.
I like all these characters. It's just that they aren't given the pizzazz that individually that TNG and DS9 characters get.
Right.
It's funny, I keep watching this show and I keep thinking God, they really should have just made Tuvok first officer and Chakotay chief of security.
Yeah.
That would have been way better.
I think so too.
Because it also adds the funner ripple of, at any given point, Chakotay is in chief position to just mutiny, and he never does.
Right.
But the stakes are so much higher when you realize at any point that betrayal could happen.
There's just, I don't know. I have thought a lot since we finished Voyager about how you can fix Chakotay, because he's literally a nothing character to me.
First off, give him a sexy braid.
Yeah, for one, do something about that hair, dog. you're not in like you're not in Starfleet.
You know what? You know what? They did do something, and I wish they would have done it from the beginning. They had one of the most recent Chakotay episodes I watched, where he's a boxer.
Yeah.
Look, he has a thing. He has a thing that he likes to do.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
A hobby.
He doesn't. That's the thing, right? He has no. He just doesn't feel like he has any interiority versus Riker, who is insane, and Kira, who's a terrorist, right? Like those two have so much personality.
Like Riker is, he's the suave, charismatic first officer. But he plays the trombone. He likes music. He can talk about music, and he has like hobbies and interests, And Kira has not just like the terrorist, but she's also very religious. And you can lean into that to inform her character.
I'm going to make a bold suggestion for how you can fix Chakotay. We've established that TNG can get Whoopi Goldberg, right? It's not above reason to think that they can get an actor who is maybe outside of their normal budget range, but it would be down for like a kind of weird TV project like this, right?
Right.
So, as long as you're casting Hispanic guys to play Native American dudes anyway, what if he was played by Danny Trejo?
Yes!
We've all got too much New Vegas in the fucking
okay,
God.
Saturn. I'm picturing Danny Trejo in a Starfleet uniform.
Yeah, it looks great, right?
So good.
And Saturn, in my mind's eye, I can't perceive of it as anything more than a bad Photoshop.
Danny Trejo's head photoshopped onto like a background extra.
Yeah, exactly. Where like you can see like a little bit of the outline of the photo you took his head from.
The problem is that I'm looking at, because like the only time I can remember him looking even like slightly like put together in that time frame is in Con Air, and even looking at him then, he looks like a 75-year-old man.
But that's the thing. He's from the Maquis. It's okay if he looks a little grunkly.
True.
It's true.
Well, it's just his rugged, roguish edge. Yeah. And imagine, instead of getting Catherine Janeway being inexplicably romantic tensioned with Chakotay's current actor, she has like a weird situation with this rough old guy.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, when you like, if y'all figure out how to go back and recast Star Trek Voyager, remember my words. Instead of trying to actually instead of telling them that their cultural sensitivity consultant for Native Americans is like a Ukrainian guy, instead of doing that, just get them to spend the extra money casting Danny Trejo.
100%.
God.
Oh my God.
And then the last episode I watched before I can wrap this up is Alice, which is just the perfect Tom Paris episode. What if the cool vintage hot rod you bought wanted to fuck you,
and then also wanted to kill you? Yeah.
I want to be one with you. Mostly your corpse.
It's so good.
The whole episode, I just kept thinking of the one Futurama bit where the Planet Express ship's AI like gets a personality and wants to date Bender, and she's like, "Let's merge our personalities and we can become one." And Bender goes, "I'd rather be two. That way we can still be a horse for Halloween."
Yeah. That's exactly it.
That's just the episode in a nutshell. It's Paris going, "I'd rather be a horse for Halloween."
Man.
Once again, B'Elanna proving to be the most patient girlfriend when her stupid boyfriend keeps getting these projects.
Yeah. Oh man.
Naming a ship after a girl he had a crush on in college, and B'Elanna's like, "Yep, I still want to sleep with him.
I still want to fuck him." Honestly, other than the fact that like this show is carried by like the three characters we've mentioned before, the other like great work that Star Trek Voyager manages to accomplish is making B'Elanna Torres and Tom Paris not like good, but at least palatable, right? Like you see it, you're like, okay, this works for sure. Yeah. Like you don't hate it. Like when they first like set up this whole B'Elanna and Tom thing, all the way back in like season 2, right? And you're just like, oh god, what are they doing?
Well, at that point, you've seen so much of Star Trek that you're like, I know how Star Trek romances pay out. They never feel good.
Right. It never lasts either because, like, it's, it's the nature of, serialized TV is that we have to reset to status quo. But, like, no, they actually don't do that in Voyager. It is a relationship that sticks around and develops over the course of the whole show. Yeah. And, like, you're still like, well, B'Elanna Torres is clearly a lesbian and Tom Paris is in love with Harry Kim. But you come away from it being like, well, I mean, it's not the worst heterosexual relationship in Star Trek Voyager. That's a secret that we will get to in season 7. In the last 5 episodes of season 7, they introduce a heterosexual relationship that is so interminable that were it not for the fact that show ends so strongly, I would be like, fuck this show.
I'm good. Like, if the show did not end so strongly, that would have made me go, the 7 seasons I wasted of Voyager was a waste, and I would have never recommended it to anyone.
100%. But, no. Voyager manages to pull it off at the very, very end, despite probably the worst of all of the 4... No, there's a heterosexual... it doesn't last that long in Deep Space Nine. Garrick and...
Oh yeah, no, that one was the worst. I was thinking like, what's the worst? And I was like, was it Worf and Troy?
No. You had me at a heterosexual relationship in which Garrick is one of the participants.
That's literally all I have to say.
We're gonna talk about a similar relationship in the news.
Oh boy!
Yay! Oh yeah!
Capcom pulled some shit recently.
Funny. Ben, we've been doing this for 2 hours. I don't know if we're gonna get to the news. We might have to just hit the fucking highlights, dog.
Don't worry. No, we'll get through this. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll move quick. We can. Not too much discussion.
Yeah.
Cool.
Resident Evil Requiem DLC story expansion announced. More updates planned. It sold 5 million copies. They're like, yeah, we're putting a photo mode and mercenaries mode, and some story DLC.
Yeah, shocking no one. They're adding more stuff to one of the best-selling one of the fastest-selling Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mercenary mode with having played as Leon, a mercenary mode in this game is going to fuck.
Yeah.
Insane the degree to which Capcom mogs on like every single other fucking AAA dev
it's
right now.
Crazy.
Where it's like, we put out a 10-hour single player game for $70. People bought it because it's good.
Because they like the thing we put out.
And it didn't have like a battle pass or like a 40-hour open world with tons of nonsense side content in it. It was just sort of a game that you played.
And they're like consistently putting things out every year. Like not just like, because they put out that Monster Hunter game that people are still mad about. They're consistently putting out Resident Evil games. Pragmata is coming out, right? Like that game does exist, which is crazy. It turns out when you keep your scope small and you reuse assets like it's going out of style, and everybody is intimately familiar with all of your systems because you're not constantly laying people off.
Oh, yeah,
you can make video games.
Hey, Microsoft, it turns out, and this might shock you guys, when you have proprietary software that you have your entire workforce trained to use over the course of 5 or 10 or 15 years, and you don't fire them to meet insane contractor quotas, it turns out it's really easy to make a game in like 2 or 3 years.
What?
Did you fucking know that?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's the consumers who are wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to let us buy Actibliz for $80 billion because it's impossible to be competitive otherwise. Capcom has our balls in a vice grip.
Yeah, the biggest computer company in the world is somehow getting mogged by like one Japanese developer who's just like, we make zombie games.
But what was their brilliant strategy to pull this off? And Capcom's like, we put Leon in the game.
Capcom is just like, looks at the camera, like, what if a mommy was 8.5 feet tall?
Oh, word?
And then you sell like however many fucking million copies that one sold, even though that game's not that good.
Speaking of ActiBliz, Overwatch co-creator Jeff Kaplan on his exit from Activision Blizzard. It was the biggest fuck you moment I've had in my career.
This is the craziest thing.
So
I mean, how do you not? Okay, read the quote, and then I'll say my piece.
Where is the exact quote in here? Okay, here it is. Quote from Jeff Kaplan here talking about I'm leaving. Quote, what ultimately broke me in my Blizzard career was that I got called into the CFO's office and he sits me down and says, he gives me a date and which the time was 2020, was going to slip into 2021, but at the time was 2020. And he said, Overwatch has to make Redacted in 2020, and then every year after that, it needs a recurring revenue of Redacted. And then he says to me, if it doesn't do Redacted, we're going to lay off 1,000 people, and that's going to be on you.
How do you not immediately leap across that desk and just stab the guy in the throat with a pen?
That's
like,
no one would convict you.
Yeah. Nobody would convict you. Like
that is you close the blinds and then outside of the office you hear the sounds of bones cracking.
You hear like cartoonish like chainsaw ripping sounds, right? Like,
Jeff Kaplan, if you're ever in this situation again, there's a legal defense for this. I was preventing an act of terrorism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely think if somebody put me in that situation, I would end up in jail.
Yeah, no.
Because I like struck my boss in a fit of rage, right?
Yeah, no, it's like, no, I have a much more effective way to prevent 1,000 people being laid off. I say, taking off my belt and putting it around his neck.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Office Space? You know how that movie ends?
Yeah, like that. Oh my god.
I can't believe Jeff Kaplan was in this situation, kind of the unsung hero trying to protect everybody.
Crazy that Jeff Tiggle Bitties Kaplan is the hero in this story.
Like it's like fucking a brief moment of humanity and caring for fellow man broke free from the cynical crack in his heart, in his chest, and he's like, God. I gotta go.
Man, this is a bad. You know it's a bad scene when Jeff Kaplan is like, this is a bad scene, dog. I gotta go.
It's like getting a face turn for an antagonist in Baki.
Yeah. It's like if Hanma, like suddenly, like Yujiro Hanma, like rescued a grandma from a burning building. And he's like, well, I couldn't just leave her to suffer.
Oh my god, it's such a crazy quote. It's such a crazy quote. Oh my god.
We're going to lay off 1,000 people, and that's going to be on you.
Psychotic, deeply evil individual.
Holy shit. How do you not just like put your palm on that guy's face and then just like obliterate him to his atoms?
You do to him with Dr. Manhattan. It's a Rorschach at the end of Watchmen. You know?
Jeff Kaplan just fingers outstretched. It's a shame. I heard you contracted ligma.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Oh, Christ.
Oh my god. It's more crazy corporate bullshit. Xbox quietly erases the worst marketing campaign it ever launched.
Oh shit, for real?
The turnaround on this is so crazy. So the summary is that this is an Xbox thing. They deleted that webpage. It's just gone. All that ad copy that has that phraseology on it is just gone. It is insane to me that this also comes after, Phil Spencer's like retirement announcement or whatever, and them at the same time as that trying to go, and this was all Sarah Bond's fault, by the way. Yeah. It's like, no.
You don't get to.
Just literally hucking Sarah. I don't even like Sarah Bond that much, right?
No, but she wasn't the CEO of Xbox for like 10 plus years either.
The thing is, the Gorge prides itself on making sure our hate is focused at the right people for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
Okay? Like, I'm not gonna hate someone for something they didn't do when there's
I'm gonna hate her for all the dumb shit she did. Exactly.
Yeah,
but this is an Xbox. It's not on Sarah Bond.
Yeah, no. We not her. No, there's other. We can spread that hate around.
No, there's plenty to go around.
You can't have Sarah Bond be the evil scheming vizier who tricked a king into like raising the taxes or whatever. That's just simply not reality.
That's not how this works.
No, not at all.
You don't get to just use her as a scapegoat. We know her crimes. She has plenty of other ones. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Speaking of crimes, Nathan Fillion says Firefly animated series in development with co-stars set to reprise roles. Concept art revealed.
So embarrassing. The concept art is embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's literally just drawings of their characters. Like,
yeah, this is just you put
smoke.
This is you put a filter over some stock photos you took back in 2002.
Yeah, this is complete and total smoke. Like this does not. This is never gonna exist. Like because they don't even like this is happening because Nathan Fillion is like, yeah, look forward to our Kickstarter or something, right?
Right, yeah.
So like this is all dependent on a Kickstarter that hasn't even launched yet doing well. Hey Peanut, can you not destroy my bed while I'm recording? Thanks. I appreciate that, buddy. So this is all dependent on like a Kickstarter. And like it's crazy funny to be like, yeah, we're not associated with Joss Whedon because of like all of the negative publicity around him. You guys got back Alec Baldwin.
Adam.
Wrong Baldwin.
Yeah, don't worry.
Me. That one shot someone. Excuse me.
Yeah, we remember, we hate for the right reasons.
You're right. I apologize. Adam Baldwin, of course.
I forget, isn't Adam Baldwin like a MAGA guy?
Yeah, he invented
Gamergate. Shithead. And he invented the term Gamergate. Yeah, like he's that guy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, this was out of all the people you could have, like, you bring back everyone else, sure, but you could not. You can get someone else to do that voice if this is actually going to be a real animated series.
Yeah, like I'm sure plenty of people. What's that character's name? Jane? Yeah. Tons of people know how to do a Jane impression.
Oh, right. This guy. Yes. I forgot that two of my favorite characters in video games from the 7th generation are retroactively ruined. I forgot.
Yeah. Wait.
Dutch from ODST and Cal Rieger from Mass Effect 2.
That's Cal Rieger.
The gung-ho Quarian Marine who's all like hoo-ah about shit. Yeah. That was him also. And it's like, fuck. Yeah, unfortunately, Adam Baldwin.
Shit.
Well, between that and like replaying New Vegas and then coming to Arcade Ganon.
Oh God. Right. Going to you go to like meet fucking Arcade Ganon and he's just so funny and charming and you're like, oh, I love his voice actor, and then you remember it's Zachary Levi and you're like, fuck, shit, god damn it. It's just it's rough out here, folks.
Oh no!
No! I'm taking damage. I'm making tick damage sounds constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making Bethesda damage sounds.
Yeah.
A side note, personal note. I found an episode of Brent Spiner and Brent Spiner's podcast that he does with Riker's actor. His name just escaped me for some reason.
Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, John Frakes. They do a podcast together, and they had Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion on it.
Oh, that's cute.
And they had like a little scuffle a bit because Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk stole the name of the podcast that they wanted to use, which is Once We Were Spacemen.
Oh, that's great. That's cute. I will say that's pretty cute.
Yeah, that is a good name. And their podcast is dropping names with Johnny and Brent.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Okay. Just to call Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner Johnny and Brent.
That's why I was like,
I love that.
I for a second I was like, oh, did they get Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner to like guest host this show?
No,
it's
just their
it's
show.
Their podcast. Okay,
that's great. That rules.
Have they considered, since they lost their first one with the We Used to Be Spacemen, have they considered something like Two Best Friends cast?
Nobody else is using it right now.
Yeah. That show is never coming out. Don't worry. That's not happening.
No, it's smoke.
Next, all games with loot boxes in them will be rated minimum PEGI 16 starting this summer.
I love that.
Fucking awesome.
I'm shocked this is news because I know that the UK has been historically, like the UK and the EU have historically been way more strict about about that shit. So I'm surprised that's not already.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's not already a thing.
Yeah.
But now that it's just set in stone, like law, like if it's got a loot box, it's PEGI 16 or more.
Yeah.
Right.
This also says that any online game without a blocking or reporting feature has to be PEGI 18.
Really? That's great.
Ooh,
damn.
Good.
Great.
God,
yeah.
I wish that were me.
I'm sure this hadn't been made law because of non-European influence,
Sure.
like comparing with other countries like rating systems.
Mm-hmm.
But like they could finally at least make it legal for them to require this. Very cool. I wish it were me.
Jesus, I've seen what you've done for other people, and I know you can make it happen for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
At the very least, the block list thing, because of like having to actually now do the technical work to implement that, means that if there's any publisher who is considering that, so they can get like a more appropriate age rating in the EU. It's going to carry over to other territories because they already did the work.
It's a California thing, right? Where if it's illegal in California, it's de facto illegal everywhere else, right?
Right.
Because it's such a huge market. That makes sense. That's nice.
Next, fucking here we go. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's EGDC firm has acquired 5% of Capcom.
It's not a controlling stake right now, but it bodes poorly for the future, right?
Yes, because this is approximately their strategy for SNK of buying relatively small portions every year or two. And then eventually when they had like a larger, like 20 to 30% stake, then sweeping in.
Yeah.
It's quite literally a foot in the door.
Right.
There's some part of me that thinks like, SNK went through because SNK is and I don't mean this to disparage people who are like King of Fighters or whatever. SNK is basically culturally irrelevant to like the average person.
Yeah.
And we've seen
unless
them
you
do
live
this...
in Mexico, right? Like that's
yeah. But like we've seen them do this before, like this specific strategy. The I forget the name of like the Saudi Arabian like investment arm, right? That's like the treasury. I could 100% see if it's Capcom, who is kind of like the shining jewel of the Japanese game market currently, if there is some consideration domestically of them going, no, we need to actually be protectionist about not letting our companies be bought out by a foreign investment.
I would hope so. Every now and then a little bit of protectionism is fine, actually.
Yeah.
Because I would prefer that Mohammed bin Salman not own a controlling stake in Capcom. That would be nice. So we don't have to put your fucking racist football players.
He's gonna be in the new Mercenaries mode for Requiem.
Because part of my thinking is also like the other thing the Japanese like game industry has to contend with recently is with companies like NetEase and Nexon and Tencent like buying these like either controlling stakes in developers or like poaching talent from developers to kickstart these new companies and then gutting them instantly. Is that like the Japanese game industry right now is kind of having a problem with like foreign industry just coming in and tearing it down.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for real.
And because there was the I don't know if it's on the docket, but the Nagoshi thing, right? And
The Like a Dragon game?
the Gang of Dragon thing.
That's not on the docket, but
it's all related, right? It's this idea, and I do to a certain extent feel bad for Nagoshi, but also he left Sega to go do this thing at a time when you should see the writing on the wall. Like, it's how Itsuno left Capcom to go make a game with NetEase, I think. I think he also went to NetEase, either NetEase or Tencent. It's way too late in the timeline for you to have done that and not look like a massive fucking dumbass, right? Like, I understand wanting more money to make your video game independently. I really do. But at where we are in the timeline of, like, getting stabbed in the back by Tencent, Nexon, NetEase, etc., you should have known better. So, like, nobody... I mean, like, I was not surprised when that news came out that NetEase yanked funding from Gang of Dragon out of nowhere. Like, no shit that was gonna happen, dude. One, obviously. Two, why were you making video games so fucking expensive in the first place? Have you lost your mind? It's, it's a weird time because, like, Japanese developers are kind of the only people putting out, it's indie developers and Japanese developers are, like, the only guys making video games right now. Mm-hmm. And Korean. I guess I should say, like, Asian developers in general, because there's, like, a ton of Chinese games and a ton of Korean games coming out right now.
Not Western devs is what you're getting at.
Oh, God, no. Not big ticket Western devs. Absolutely not. And so, I just kind of wonder what this whole space is going to look like in 5 years, because, like, obviously as Western game dev tears itself apart and venture capital needs to find new resources to consume whole, obviously it's going to move into the Asian market, right? Because, like, that's where the blood is, I suppose.
Yeah, they've run out of American companies to, like, strip for meat.
Right, exactly. So we'll see.
Yeah.
There's copper chum in them their Chinese wires.
Exactly. Christ.
It's just very funny, this announcement coming off hot on the heels of Requiem selling 5 million copies, because Capcom's like, we've been getting some good publicity lately. We need to stink up the joint.
Yeah, we made things a little. We need to shit on things.
I don't know. I don't believe, obviously correlation ain't causation, baby, but it's very funny to point out that this article happens and then like a week later, it turns out that Alex from Street Fighter has been fucking his cousin.
What a stellar transition.
That's a great way to do that.
Listen,
dude.
I'm not gonna make it an article, but I needed to talk about this.
Yeah, Alex from Street Fighter's been fucking his cousin for sure.
They're so fun. Like,
they're so funny.
It's normal for visual novels.
Yeah, totally.
It's kind of surprising in Street Fighter when you have this elaborate canon that places them very clearly as second cousins.
Yeah, and, like, people were like, okay, well, maybe the translation's a little wonky, like, maybe in, like, you mean, like, oh, it's my cousin, where it's like, it's my parents have been friends forever, and we grew up as cousins. And they're like, no, the Japanese word they used literally translates to, like, the child of my parents' sibling.
That's so
like,
funny.
they are blood related.
That's so funny. I mean, what can you do but laugh? I mean, it's just kind of funny at that point. Like, sure. Why not? Alex is fucking his cousin. Sure, man.
Like, I guess Street Fighter has not yet had guy who is weirdly obsessed with his sister.
That's right. So you gotta have that character trope somewhere. So, like, fucking why not?
Like, okay, I get that in the lore for Street Fighter 6, Alex has kind of, like, become a heel, like an in-universe heel, but, like, man, you could turn heel by doing anything else.
Alex is like, I moved to Metro City because it's legal here.
I'm some kind of devil man.
It was
so funny.
The response I saw that got me was someone posting that one Twitter tweet system where it's like, the visual novel thing where it's like, I love you as my sister, and then it's like, oh, I finally found the first visual novel without incense, and then the next post is, but I love you as a woman more, and it's Ansem going, no.
Yeah, Ben, that's Tsukihime.
Tsukihime, baby.
But I mean, I don't know why everyone's surprised. I mean, his last name is canonically Habsburg.
That's just in the blood at that point. That's just family tradition.
Don't say in the blood in regards to this. Man,
it's
do
really
you
funny.
like? How do you? They have to roll this back.
No,
man.
No, dog, that one's staying.
There's too many art assets that have already been made. That dude Drive impacted his cousin. I'm sorry.
How do you think Kenny Omega feels right now?
Getting cosplayed a cousin fucker. Hey,
Yeah, like not only that, but they based all of Alex's moves off of Kenny Omega's moves.
It's just what that's probably just what they think, like, like Kenny Omega, he's a Westerner, right? They fuck their cousins over there. It's fine.
We watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
it's normal.
It's normal. Oh my god. I mean, it's better than his sister. It's just his second cousin. They're, they're not doing Lannister shit up in here. It's fine.
There's the montage image from his ending cards where it's him holding her as an infant. And you're like, oh, stop it.
No, wait, guys, I understand now. Because I did open, I'm doing the reading Wikipedia article for food while eating food thing, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I did pull up the Alex page on the Street Fighter wiki, and I'm in like the concept section for him, right? It's like how this character is conceptualized.
Yeah.
Here's the start of the second paragraph. Many of Alex's character traits allude to the famous professional wrestler Hulk Hogan. And he's based specifically on Hulk Hogan's brief stint in NJPW in the 80s.
Oh no.
That explains a lot.
That explains so much.
I can't believe Bubba the Love Sponge had footage of Alex fucking his cousin. It's so crazy.
Oh, okay. So Patricia is like technically his like second cousin once removed.
Yeah.
Like their parents were cousins.
Right.
But I think that's still out of bounds.
That family tree is not long enough for you to go,
no,
it's probably fine.
I genuinely came in there going like, okay, so like they don't just share a grandfather, like their dads were besties and brothers. No, it is they share a great grandfather.
Also Patricia's dad basically adopted Alex.
I was going to say, okay, I'm sure there's some degree of post-facto fuckery here to make this sound as damning as possible.
Oh, of course.
Really funny to scroll down to his relationships. Patricia, I'm going to read the first sentence of this paragraph to you and nothing else, because the first sentence is one of the most powerful sentences written in the English language. Patricia is Alex's second cousin, adoptive younger sister, wife, and mother of his child.
Art. Perfect. Chef's kiss.
I kind of tempted to throw away the thumbnail I made because I feel like we do need to represent this saga in the thumbnail.
It's so good.
No, please don't, because I know you worked hard on that.
I'll share the one that I posted. I've had it in GIMP open the entire time.
I saw the post that made me think about this, where it's like, Sarah, you and I had this discussion a while ago when the JoJo fighting game was getting its first DLC, and the new character was fucking Stroheim,
right?
And it was like the first character to where you have to frown and shake your head whenever you pick them.
Frowning and shaking my head at the local to make sure everybody knows I disapprove of Alex's life choices.
Yeah,
sure.
Listen, I mained Alex in Third Strike. I don't have a choice. I have to keep playing as him.
It's the the most literal. It's like the most literal interpretation of that one Twitter post that's like, me when I lose at a local, like 0 to 30. Good game. I still got a lot to learn. Me when I lose a really close match online. Wow, I didn't know they let illiterate pedophiles play this game.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my, Capcom needs to save face and roll this back somehow.
No, I don't want them to change it at all because it's so funny. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to everybody who is suffering from this. This is so much funnier.
We're never gonna see Alex again.
We're going to see him in increasingly shittier and shittier Hulk Hogan cosplay.
Man, you thought Street Fighter 6 did Ken dirty.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh my god. Judge orders Subnautica 2 studio CEO fired by Crafton to be reinstated and gives him full control over early access Steam launch.
This is the... Okay, so, like, small thing is, my family has a legal background, right? My mom was a court reporter for 25 years, and my ex-stepdad was a lawyer for 25 years, right? So I do kind of have like a weird love of reading legal briefs, especially when they cook. And this one cooks super hard for being written by a judge. There's so many times where he functionally just says like, no, fuck you. I see what you're doing. You're not allowed to do this, dumbass. Like, do you think I'm stupid? It's so good. Judges hate ChatGPT so much, and this dipshit used ChatGPT to like help him cook up a reason to fire this guy, right?
Explicitly just to get out of a contract.
To get out of paying a $250 million bonus specifically, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, it's incredible. If you are going to fire somebody in order to keep from paying a $250 million bonus, you gotta work really, really hard to make sure it doesn't look like you fired them to keep from paying that bonus, right? And this guy did not do that work even a little bit.
This is like if he took someone into his office and shot them, and the only thing he did to cover up the crime is throw the gun into his trash bin.
Yeah.
And then he's like, how did I get caught?
I don't know how I got caught. This story owns...
I'm really interested to see the ongoing drama, because now we get to see, will Crafton actually comply or not?
Will they comply with the court order or not? Absolutely.
Because I mean, like, the Subnautica devs are like one of their subsidiaries that they bought or whatever. Crafton's a South Korean company.
Right.
And they're being told to do this by an American state court.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, kind of like, are they actually going to?
I mean... obviously you can still sanction Crafton because Crafton is it's a big South Korean company. They still want to do business in the United States. So as a result, they are going to have to at some point comply with this court order, right? Like, they don't, I just don't know what this looks like. Like, I don't know what this looks like going forward. It's a really interesting story.
It will be very interesting to see what future compliance and or attempts to avoid compliance look like in this case.
Yes.
I mean, in this case, he's probably, considering he did it once, he's probably just going to keep asking ChatGPT how to get out of this.
Realistically, I think what's going to happen, more likely than that, is that his board is going to fire him.
Yeah, that actually is extremely possible.
Because he has effectively cost them not only $250 million, but also a shitload of bad PR.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
And I mean, at this point, like, this is costing them legal fees, right? Like, you're just running up the bill to basically not pay something that was contractually obligate, right? So yeah, no, I really want to see how this Crafton story turns out, because it's been a while since you get like a really good briefing from a judge, and two, like having a big company like Crafton, and they're kind of another like a Nexon, a NetEase type thing, right? Have another company like that just kind of get swatted down in court and be like, no, you're not allowed to. And like the suit was filed in Delaware, and Delaware is not a place people live. It's a place where companies say their head offices are so they can get tax breaks. Like, nobody actually lives in Delaware. It's just like a Potemkin town if it was the whole state.
It is assumed that if you are a state representative or governor or senator,
or say, former president of the United States of America.
Yeah, from Delaware, that you are on the take from Visa and MasterCard.
Yeah, 100%, right? So to get a judgment like this in the state of Delaware is a sign that you fucked up super hard. Yeah. It's a very much like you... Delaware is a very business-friendly state, but also by being a very business-friendly state, that means they're very stringent about like contracts and shit, right? Because that's how businesses fucking work. And so this is such like a blatant and like not even very clever defiance of a contract that of course it would piss off even a judge in Delaware, right? It's great. It rules. An extremely fun story to wake up and read that morning.
You love a feel-good story in this day and age.
It's good. Yeah, absolutely.
It's so satisfying when a judge is like, wow, you did it worse than anyone I've ever seen.
You're terrible at this. Yeah.
You have to have like not even one layer of distance between these two things. Like you just did it.
You just didn't even try. Yeah.
Speaking of not trying.
Nice.
Oh.
NVIDIA's new DLSS 5 brings photorealistic lighting to RTX 50 series.
You're right. This has been a good episode. It's been cracker after cracker, huh? Damn.
I love this bit. This really blew up because of the coverage by Digital Foundry, which is, I think, the important thing to note. Because these guys who purport themselves to be like the foremost experts on this sort of thing, who have been conspicuously doing a lot more, shall we say, literal paid promotion for NVIDIA since going independent from IGN, put out a video that just sort of credulously fluffed NVIDIA's hog on this technology. Notably, then this is like the softer ball here. Not really commenting on the fact that this demo, this like kind of shitty looking demo that was running in really controlled scenarios, took two 5090s. Two! One to run to game and an entire separate one to run the DLSS 5, quote unquote.
Right.
The other one is that they also purported that this is like entirely like lighting engine techniques and shading engine techniques and things like that, and nothing that filters the game's presentation at all, saying this over what is very obviously footage of Grace in Resident Evil 9, who has different facial features because her facial features have been made like to look 10% more like fucking Parks and Rec era Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, like a fucking porn star, because like this is like this the CEO of NVIDIA swears this is not being run through AI, but like every AI data set is so poisoned by scraping like porn, right? Because like there's like this whole thing, like a massive study about how like every single input you put into like all of these different like AI models, with terms like Latina, right, come back having clearly pulled from like porn data sets that they scraped, right? And like fucking Grace has like her fucking porn star makeup on and her like big pouty lips and her big thick eyelashes and shit. And like it's so blatant. It's the most don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining, right? Like they used to try a little bit harder before they just lied to our faces, right?
Okay, so on NVIDIA, on the site, they have a comparison thing where they have it side by side comparison images. But you can also do an overlay thing where
you back and forth.
You can clearly see it's a different model.
It's a completely different face. No, it's just because it's AI. Look at like the shape of her eyes and her mouth and shit. Like how much poutier her fucking lips are. Like it's literally hallucinating new facial features because that's what AI does. It just hallucinates shit. It's not actually intelligent. It can't produce like stuff based off of context. That's not how this works. So yeah, of course Grace looks completely different compared to what she actually looks like in game because it's being run through a fucking AI filter, obviously.
And then also they had the gall to go like, well, you know, the developers have full control over what it looks like, and everyone was clear with this. And then you like literally get the reports from Capcom developers thing like, we found out about this when everybody else did.
Yeah, like Capcom and Ubisoft both were like, we didn't know anything about this. I mean, the thing is, no, this is not even remotely consumer viable. It had to run on two 5090s, right?
Yeah, not a fucking chance.
This does not actually exist for the consumer grade market, but it's just so like indicative of this dumbass pursuit of trying to find like a use case for AI, right? Like nobody wants it. Everybody like, fucking hates it.
It's so blatant that like the only things they showed off were camera facing human beings, you know, with
no real motion.
Like there's a shot in the video where like it's a scene of Leon getting out of his car, and like he gets out of the car, and as he stops moving and looks up, that's when the filter turns on.
Right.
Like very clearly, like Resident Evil, it's just Grace looking at the camera, Leon looking up. Nothing about, you know, the other thing Resident Evil Requiem is known for, like the big scary monster.
Right.
Because the filter would completely break if it had to show something that wasn't a beautiful woman.
Also thinking about how like there's a bit in that screenshot in that thing where it's like they go to the Oblivion remake, right? And like they're like, oh, it looks so perfect, you can't. And then it's like they'll say like, oh, you know, it just looks so great, you can't even really like, you know, it looks so authentic and real and like whatever. And then a character blinks and you can see the telltale like fucking Gen AI hallucination of are their eyes still open or not? Right. I don't know. Just kind of like throw some noise here, right? Also still real quick, still thinking about the way they tried to do the same shit for the fucking Half-Life 2. Like we'll have the AI dynamically retexture and you need like a 4090 to run that, and it makes Half-Life 2 run at about 35 frames a second.
Yeah, a game that has been like so optimized that you could run it on like a fucking ThinkPad from 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, a game that is 22 years old.
Right. And then like other things, they showed that screenshot. The one that I think about a lot of is the screenshot from the opening of Starfield where the two mining guys are talking to you. And the one guy has like heterochromia and fetal alcohol syndrome because his eyes are so fucking wonky. It's amazing. Like, no, definitely
looks
not
a little
AI.
Bit like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah. There's so many fucking Jeffrey Epstein and Charlie Kirk memes just in this AI company's data set. So everybody just looks like Charlie Kirk.
There's someone like me when I'm playing RE9 for 1 second, Leon looks like Charlie Kirk.
Oh my god. Yeah, but it's definitely not AI.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry about it.
No, absolutely.
No, the reason they didn't clearly the reason they didn't show it in motion is not because if they showed the camera moving it at any speed at all, like it would just completely turn into Vaseline.
No, yeah, it would turn into mush.
It was actually really funny with the other thing from that like two other things actually from that specific Grace shot. The one that tickled me most is that they're like, you know, it's for enhancing lighting realism. And there's one visible light source in that scene, and the DLSS 5 makes it look like it's not even turned on.
Yeah, it rules.
Yeah.
The other one being Rain's already kind of a tricky thing in modern games because, like, between RE Engine and UE5, like, the graphic technology du jour is stochastic rendering, right?
Right.
So everything's kind of blurry now because it's not actually rendering a single place on screen. It's, like, approximating places where it will render, right? And boy howdy, they somehow found a way to make stochastically rendered Rain look even more like Vaseline than it already does.
Yeah, God, it rules. Technology is so cool these days.
Mm-hmm. We used to know how to make convincing looking Rain in a video game, and now all we can do is make bad looking heat haze.
Oh, God. All right, what else we got, Ben?
2 more. These will go quick.
Cool.
High Guard players get surprise refunds on PS5 as studio shuts its doors for good.
That's so funny.
Did we mention that we found out that they were secretly funded by NetEase?
No,
that hasn't come up here, but yeah, they were funded by NetEase. Whoops,
Shocker! Turns out that when you're funded by NetEase, being a free-to-play game that has 100,000 players on day one is just simply not enough.
It's just not going to be enough. Sorry, no. Did we talk about how they put out an update for that game like 2 days before it went down?
In the announcement of them shutting it down, they're like, "We got one final update, so enjoy your last 2 weeks."
And you're just like, "Cool, I guess."
Because they were working. Like, that is a situation like they were working on that, and then they got the notification that game was going, and they're like, "Guys, we already have the next update. Come on, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
What was the one that just got announced? Like Time Killers or something?
Oh, that game that looks like fucking Even Cheaper Concord?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's not going to last for 24 hours. It's crazy.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I feel like the joke of Pacific Rim, where it's like hero shooters went out of shut down service once every 2 weeks, but at the rate they're going, we'll have a hero shooter shuttering its servers once every 5 minutes.
I was thinking of the real-time Sonic dub version where Eggman's like, listen, kid. You've escaped like 18 or 19 times, and I just keep bringing you back. How many times are we going to have to do this? And she looks at him and goes, I think it's going to be at least 20.
It's just so, because there's so few companies that can put out a live service game and expect it to track, and it's like, I don't know, Arc Raiders from last year's doing pretty good. Helldivers 2 from the year before that's doing okay still. Bungie knows how to run a live service game, and Marathon is surviving, but it's already has less players than Helldivers 2, despite being a game that has the same cost and price point.
Uh-huh.
And it's Marathon is kind of the minimum viable, and that's Bungie.
Right.
They've been running Destiny 2 or a Destiny game of some stripe or another for 12 years, and that's what they can manage. Who are you fooling?
It's I've said this time and time again. Eventually, you have to get the picture.
No.
Right?
No, because the problem is that CEOs and venture capital are very, very dumb. And the problem is that, they have functionally limitless money, right? So, if you went to a casino with no spending limit, of course you're just gonna keep putting everything on black, right? Because eventually that roulette wheel is gonna land on black and you're gonna get a huge payout. Because if you get one single live service shooter that does well, you have an infinite money machine that is going to run for the next 15 years. Fucking look at 76, a game we all like, and is honestly not that great, but we all like it. You know what I mean? It's a perfect 7 out of 10. They found a way to crawl out of the hole and make it work. And it's been running this entire time, and that game makes money because as long as you make it even once, you have a game that people will keep playing forever and is a money printer, right? And so that's why, I mean, these companies all have, there's no spending limit. Like, okay, sure, you spent $100 million on High Guard, or however much they spent to make High Guard, probably not even that much money. And it flopped. Okay, who cares? Just do it again and do it again and do it again until one of them hits jackpot. And then you've got 15 years of reliable income from now, until you get sick of it. That's it.
It's not even a reliable income thing, because like you said, 76 has a reliable income, and that game clearly doesn't cost $160 million to make.
Well, I think also the thing is too, and this is like what 76 has going for it in part, is that they actually have the slightly alternate thing of their capital investors have infinite money pit in the form of Microsoft.
Right.
And Microsoft, who hates making new things, just keep putting money into Fallout 76 until eventually enough people are playing for it to make sense, because that's basically how the Xbox brand became profitable.
Right.
And it's like, there's still a thing where it's like, a lot of these companies will be like, well, we want to chase this dream of infinite profit, but we do also hate spending money. So if it doesn't work out immediately, we're going to pull the plug, which is a problem because like 76 and I don't know, Final Fantasy 14 or Destiny 2 or any of these other games, a lot of these good ones don't start that good or with a huge attach rate, and people complain about them and they don't make any fucking money, and you have to fix it.
And that's because
They're an investment.
Exactly. That's because, like I said at the very beginning, these companies are very dumb. Like, no, this is not paying off, but eventually it might. It's the fucking Arrested Development joke.
Yeah.
Again and again until we all finally die and are free. Right? Like, that's it. Like, it didn't work for them. But maybe it'll work for us.
Might work for us. Oh, it's you can't expect these investors to invest in something.
No.
To go back to the gambling hole analogy again, imagine if you were like, I'm going to sit down to play blackjack, and I'm going to bid $100 on this hand of blackjack. And you go at that table until you lose once. You take all your tokens with you, move to the next table, and then try again.
That's right.
Instead of that's just not that's not how luck works.
No.
And then when you switch to a new table, by the way, you have to fire 100 people.
That's correct.
Yeah, you have to cash out completely and then get new chips from somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's that's not going to actually help your odds at all. It's just going to waste a whole bunch of time and effort for nothing.
But they're all very, very stupid.
But
sure are.
Understand.
But I might get an ace and a king on this first hand.
That's right.
And if I
don't, billions must die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the rich. I hate them.
We hate rich
the
folk.
rich.
We hate rich people so fucking much.
hate the rich.
Oh my god.
At least they're getting refunds. Good for
At least somebody's
there's
getting refunds. Yeah.
There's this little visual novel by the name of Umineko no Naku Koro ni.
Yeah, for sure. It's about how
of the devil, honestly.
Yeah.
It's about how
the
you
devil.
should hate rich people with all your heart and soul. 100%. Yeah. No worry, Ryukishio 7. I know.
I understand your spirit entirely. And Riki's like, that's not entirely what No, don't worry, Ryukishi.
I understand the will of the boss.
Don't worry, Ryukishio 7. I will kill Jeff Bezos. as was foretold in Umineko. Explicitly.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what B2H is trying to get across this whole time.
Yeah, that's the actual riddle of the Golden Witch. Yeah.
Don't worry, Ryukishi. I will FBI. This is parody. I will kill Elon Musk on account of the fact that he beats his children. Ryukishi's like, that's not. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I'll give you that one.
Not what I intended, but you go ahead and do what you want.
Look, your work doesn't check out, but the answer's right, so it's fine.
He's got spirit. He's a little confused, but he's got spirit, you know?
Yeah.
One final thing, speaking of rich people.
Oh boy.
MST3K, the Rift Tracks Experiments Kickstarter, breaks past 2.7 million.
Yay!
People really throwing in for 4 episodes of Mystery Science Theater.
They asked for $20,000.
That's so funny.
And
That's so funny.
By the time I saw the Kickstarter announcement as it was being posted and made my pledge, it had already succeeded that goal.
People be circulating those tapes, folks. It's just important.
Ben, your numbers are off, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. This is the old one.
Yeah.
I pulled up the old one. The old MST3K Kickstarter for the original Revival series capped off at 5.7 million.
Wow. Yeah. So...
Good Lord.
This is, for those who may not know, this is to go back a little bit, around the start of February... Joel Hodgson sold his majority ownership of MST3K as a brand to Shout Factory, which is the company that produces the DVDs. So he backed off as like the primary owner of it. Within weeks, Michael J. Nelson, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Murphy of Rift Tracks announced that they are doing 4 episodes of MST3K.
That's funny.
This is very clearly something they have wanted to do for a while.
Right.
But haven't been able to because Joel Hodgson owned the license. Mm-hmm. Their Kickstarter is 4 episodes being produced, all locally in Minnesota.
Oh my God, are we actually going to get the true revival of some fucking Midwestern dads making fun of movies?
So they've already got Mary Jo Pehl back because she works for Rift Tracks as well.
Right.
And coincidentally, maybe they had this in the works already, but coincidentally, Trace Beaulieu and Frank Conniff also live in Minnesota.
Great.
So they're coming back for 1 episode too.
Nice.
They contacted the original prop maker who provided the parts for the Tom and Crow bots. Also found a bunch of old Tom and Crow puppets in storage that can be repaired.
I feel like if you get $2 million, you got to do more than 4 episodes.
So,
right?
So here's the thing: is they said like we're building all the sets. It's all going to be real sets on location. We're just making as if we're doing like season 10. We're just doing more season 10,
right?
Kind of thing. With this setup and with everyone from the cast already doing riff tracks already, I feel like they're going to be like, well, now we can just make episodes whenever we want.
Right.
Like if we just want to do an MST3K, we can just do it, because they did a thing like, why are we doing this now? Why are we, why is this happening? What made us decide to go do this? And they just said, it was fun. It was fun doing MST3K, and we want to do MST3K again.
Sure, why not?
I think Joel Hodgson is like the only one of them who, aside from like the kid who was in like the first season, like he's like the only one of them who hasn't just been continuing to do this for the last like 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
right.
Joel did Cinematic Titanic with some of the older members. But that was back in the early 2000s, and then he did the revival seasons. He was like
and also he was funnily enough, I remember this is my favorite weird Joel Hodgsonism. He's a recurring character in Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's the
mayor.
Yeah.
He's the mayor, and he just looks like himself. I forgot.
But yeah, so Mary Jo Pehl and obviously Mike, Kevin and Bill were doing riff tracks together. Trace Beaulieu and Frank Conniff were doing The Mads Are Back. So they were just doing more riffing on movies every so often. And Joel had the reboot seasons. Like, these guys just like making fun of bad movies.
I mean, it's if you can make money off of it, it's not a bad scene.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it.
And there's a lot of shitty old movies.
There's so many shitty old movies to make fun of. They were just
like Turkish Star Wars.
They were just pumping them out. I think Rift Tracks did a Turkish Star Wars content. We should look into that. But no, like I feel like this is just going to be like with $2.7 million. Yeah, you can just make them whenever you want now. Just get the gang together. Like this. So to compare, Joel Hodgson did another fundraiser for season 14 on Netflix. He did not clear that goal because he asked for $4 million.
Oh, word.
And they both Kickstarters raised about the same amount of money. To give you an idea of what Joel's standards were versus what Mike's standards were.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Now we've just got a bunch of Midwestern middle-aged men who are going to a cabin to fix a deck.
And that's the way it should be.
And that's what MST3K should be.
That's correct.
I see.
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like, let them do these 4. They're probably going to have a ton of fun doing it. And like, you don't contact the original puppet maker if you're not thinking about doing more than 4.
Doing more, right? Yeah.
You all already live in the same area. You might as well just call your friends over to hang out and watch a dumb movie again, like the good old days.
Exactly.
I was just like, because this is what I've wanted, like ever since the show ended. Like, man, I really just want to get Mike Nelson back in the theater. Sure. He was always my favorite, and like I love the sci-fi seasons, and like so they're like, yeah, we're just doing exactly what we did back in the day.
That's right.
That's all it takes. There's like a behind the scenes footage for backers that you can, videos are posting and whatnot. And there's one of Bill and Kevin getting the puppets out, like, picking up the puppets before like they're fully ready, but like they're in enough ready state to mess with. And like Kevin's got Tom and he's like making Tom talk. And I'm like, it's like watching Jim Henson.
Right.
Where you're just like, I don't even see the man. That's
just magic. Yeah, totally.
It's just the guy. There's just the puppet there. There's just the character that I like. And there's just some guy like holding him up. That's all. Oh man, I'm so fucking excited. This is going to be great. But that's it. That's all the news we got.
Hey, you know what? I am actually considering how long it took us to get through what we've been doing. I'm amazed we came in under 3 hours. Good job, team. Well done.
Everybody, if you think, you're listening at home, if you think this episode was long in the tooth at all, I need you to remember it has been literally 3 months since we
were very quick. Thank you.
Like I was thinking like, how far back do I grab news? Because like we didn't do the Sony State of Play.
Well, there's nothing there. Yeah.
There was like other stuff where I'm like, how do I want to go that far back? And I'm like, no, we'll be here for 4 hours.
Yeah, thank you.
I will say, and this is not an update nor a declaration of intent, but it is relevant. Pacopia came out, and I do gotta stress, I'm really glad to be in an unfortunate bad position where I actually shouldn't be wasting any money at all, because that same unfortunate bad position has me knowing in for a fact I am in the mental headspace to be sucked into the Pacopia universe for dozens of hours at a time, and I'm valiantly resisting the temptation.
You're very brave and very strong.
So strong.
Yes.
I've heard that game is good. I've also heard that, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is on Steam, and I gotta say, I love Akira Toriyama's artwork. I don't like those little fucking freaks. I don't want to play that game. I want Pokemon and a little Ditto guy.
That's right.
My copy's set to arrive on the 25th.
Wow.
When you play your little slimy ditto thing, think of me.
I will.
It is very much a matter of time for me because I have so much overtime that I'm like, I deserve a treat.
That's right. You deserve a snack.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Pokopia for myself, play it for an hour, and then go, hey Sarah, do you want to play? And I ruin her life.
Shax in a Pokemon game, and then Sarah was never seen again. Oh fuck.
I know no matter what else comes out between now and then, when they finally do an OLED model Switch 2 and I finally get a Switch 2, that is going to be the first game I buy.
Did you know that in Japan in Pokopia, the Bulbasaur talks like a Gyaru and the Venusaur talks like an Ara Ara?
What?
Yeah, it's really funny. They do.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I saw a screen.
Because people were upset about it because they thought, based on some other existing dialogue, that like Slowpoke was going to talk like a Gyaru, like from earlier screenshots, and then Slowpoke just talks like a guy, right? But then everyone was happy because then you run into Bulbasaur and Bulbasaur uses Uchi as her personal pronoun, and everyone's like, that's right.
And there's a really great screenshot where the Bulbasaur was like, oh, this is a little bed for sleeping on, and the comment is, this is a workbench.
Yeah.
great.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Thank you to DJ Cutman for use of our background music. You can email us at thegorgepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on our social medias and our blue skies and whatnot. Watch a stream of The Devil over at Saturn's channel.
That's right.
That's
Mystery Systems.
Twitch.Mystery Systems.
Yes.
And then you can...
That last episode is going to be whatever, probably Friday that we have time for it, and or figuring out something else depending on availability. You'll know the day of, as has been the case for the last couple.
Yeah. And then you can watch us stream Ace Attorney Investigations 2 eventually when we get back to that.
Someday.
Which will probably be subverted by me going through Requiem for Sara.
It's fine.
Of the Devil episode 2 is going to be my last group live read on my channel for a while, so we will have more flexibility in setting that time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Requiem will take me like maybe 2-3 sessions.
It won't take long at all. No.
But yeah, go check that out. Twitch.tv/thegorgepodcast, or just The Gorge. Or no.
I think it's The Gorge Podcast.
It's The Gorge Podcast on Twitch.
Yes.
It's patreon.com/thegorge.
Yes, and that's where you can get early episodes of our TTRPG podcast, The Reboot, a thing we love and is very, very fun. And again, for $3 a month, all back content that we've ever done and pictures of my dog, Peanut the dog, who is perfect and destroying my bed as we speak. Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to scrungle him.
Yeah. That'll do it for us.
There's so many good candidates,
oh my God,
right?
It's so powerful.
There's so many good ones. I mean, shit.
Can I make a small
You go for it.
Yes.
suggestion? Fuck you, Todd Howard, for thinking you could roll back saying pretend.
Oh shit! That's right.
We
Announcements. Fuck.
didn't even talk about that one. Todd Howard being
God.
like, could you please forget that we announced the Elder Scrolls 6?
No, I can't.
No.
No, idiot. What's wrong with you? Why are you updating Starfield, a game nobody cares about?
Just pretend we didn't announce it. Doesn't exist. You will shut up, Todd Howard.
Todd, no takesy backsies.
You can't take that
You
back.
can't.
No. Oh my God, that's so funny. And then they announced an update for Starfield that literally nobody asked for. So
I hope Starfield crashes and burns such that they finally put ML Pagarillo to the guillotine.
please,
Oh, we can only hope.
send him out to die. It's all I could ever
can't-
dream of.
We can't give him a golden parachute. He has to
He's
die.
gotta go. He's gotta go.
He's got to get a parachute that has Bethesda physics so it doesn't open correctly.
That's right.
Oh
Tee-hee.
God.
just Emil Peglero being thrown off the Hoover Dam by Yes Man.
Oh please. Oh please.
Uh,
Oh good. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, you guys.